Why, hello, YouTube. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous. I am your host, Nerd Lounge Master 84, and I welcome all of you from the Wrecking Crew, from the World Wide Web. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And as always, we're here to have fun, and we're going to have the rest of Arcades Anonymous domination of Wednesday. This is our night. Nobody else can stream. Nobody else can do anything. It belongs to Arcades Anonymous. Let me bring in my wonderful co-host, gentlemen. Let's go. Where are you? Why am I down here? Who did this? Okay, there we go.
You did.
Todd, get back down to where you belong. Get down
That's
there.
what happens when you leave.
Bad, Todd.
Wait.
No,
I
kidding.
won't be over here.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow. That's fine. I'll hold you guys up.
Yeah, you hold the
always
show
do.
up.
You always do, buddy. Well, I was going to start with Gallagher Guy, but now I have to start with Jay. Hey, Jay, what's going on, buddy?
I'm excited.
You're excited?
I am.
Excited?
I'm super excited.
What are you super excited about?
Oh, about some little drop that happened today, all day long. Just getting really cool stuff. So hopefully we'll talk about it.
Why don't you put a hold on that? Why don't you put a hold on that?
You told me I couldn't talk about it right away, but I'm super excited.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, just keep yourself. Just keep yourself. Okay. We'll get through this together. I promise. We'll get through this. Last but surely not least tonight, Mr. Gallagher Guy 88. How are you, good sir?
Jay's excited.
I'm excited.
You're excited.
I'm good, man. Glad to be here. It's Wednesday already. It feels like the week's going by very fast.
Just Todd moved to Wednesday.
Down here.
No, just Todd did not move to Wednesday. This is a completely different show.
It's completely different.
I don't care what you guys say. It's completely different. I promise you.
Now for something completely different.
What do you want to talk about today?
What do I want to talk about today? No. We're not going to go into that rabbit hole. We're not doing that. Well, our good friend Chaotic VPR is at work. Hopefully he will be joining us soon. Hey, Chaotic, get out of work, man. Come on, and do your thing. What are you drinking, Mr. J Pixel?
I'm drinking in a awesome game cup from Namco. Okay. I'm drinking cherry 7-Up in my Galaga Guy Pac-Man Man Cave cup that I got from Chicago.
Well, that's cool. What are you drinking?
And I know.
Go ahead,
Sheldon. What do you have?
I have the rare but available #winning cup. So we're talking Sega tonight. I was like, all right, Sega
completely
is
endorsed
winning.
by Paul Miniman.
Endorsed by one and only Paul Miniman.
Now, are we going to have a new launch of merchandise with this new Wonderland coming out? Are we going to get a box A? Are we going to get a box A?
Or box swimming pool?
If your box A doesn't show up, I'm making a cup. I waited too long last time because I wanted my box B cup to get to you before your box B did. And it was like the next day it came, and I was like, "Dang, I want this."
Don't worry, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna make it happen.
If he doesn't get his box B, we can relaunch that one. If not, we can do the swimming pool.
But we need a turtle logo or something on it.
Hashtag box B2.
There you go. Oh man. Well, I am just drinking good old Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, if you're watching, we want to be the official drink of Arcades Anonymous. We want Dr. Pepper to be the official drink of Arcades Anonymous.
I'm really liking the cherry Dr. Pepper, so if we're doing that, I want the cherry flavor.
I mean, I'm wearing the jersey. The jersey's here.
Whoa!
I don't know what else.
Dude, are you on that Dr. Pepper town? Did you get? Holy smokes, dude!
Yes, we are. We want to be the official sponsor. Or want to be the official drink.
I didn't know it went this deep, Todd. We might have to talk.
Yeah. So
Todd likes all 23 flavors, if you know what I mean.
All 23. Oh man.
If you know what I mean.
Coconut Zero Dr. Pepper is fire.
I did see that today. I did see coconut. I was like,
diabetes.
Oh no.
Yes, for sure.
No, zero. I do zero. Do the zero.
Well, let me welcome the chat real quick because yeah, you know that's how that goes. Technical TNT is here.
TNT,
John
what's up,
Fritz is here.
TNT?
Sir
Jack
Snega,
Fritz?
I don't know what his votes are going to be like tonight.
Oh,
Hopefully, we'll
I'm
know.
curious what
Okay.
team he goes with.
Just
Go ahead.
because it's popped in my head, I had to Google it real quick to make sure I was right before. But Dr. Pepper officially passed Pepsi as the second most popular soda brand in the U.S. So
When?
it's Coke
Dr.
and
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, we want to be
I
your
don't know
official drink.
when. This was June 3rd of 24, so hopefully it's still there. But it did at one point in time, at least 2 years ago. It did.
There you
That's
go.
how popular it is.
Marine 50. Glad that you're hanging out with us. The producer, Mrs. G.I. Joel. I looked at her contract. She's got 10 more years with us. So I don't know how she's going to
She's doing double duty. Yep.
How she's going to manage both shows. She's multi-talented. So I'm sure
she will keep you in line, Todd. She will. She will hit you up and let you know.
Vic Vicious is here. PBJ Racing. The brilliant Burger Time Babe is here. Sean. MT Skipper, SD15, Mystery Encoder actually showed up to our show. Isn't that amazing? Wow. That's amazing. Thor K is here. Little Alien, the best moderator around. Let's see. Brooklyn Menace popped in. JJ is here. Stanzy B is here. Joe K, good to see you, buddy. Rich Odella is here. Let's see. Want to catch everybody. J-Rod's here. Sorry if I am. Oh, Dr. Torque is here himself.
Dr. Torque.
Yeah.
I tried the blackberry. I didn't care for the blackberry.
Yep.
I like
I wasn't.
B Kirby's here. Look
B Kirby.
Oh, Stock Jock is here. Look at that.
Oh,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
I know him.
Stocking up some jock.
So everybody who's here for therapy, let's. I mean, it's been a while since we explained this. So if you come in here. What our goal is when we have arcade addictions, we're here to fuel those addictions and make you buy whatever you want. We're not here to prevent you. We're here to like encourage you, right, Todd?
Yes, this is all about making you spend money. I mean, encouraging you.
My goal is to get Todd to buy something. Every day.
You can't do it now because I'm going to buy and freeze right this minute.
Oh, so. I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about stuff you want today.
I'm sure.
I think that honestly we should be doing the opposite, guys, here. So I think for Todd, to help you, you need to get rid of all your stuff. I will take it off your hands and help you through this addiction.
There you go. Yeah, that's
if you this is for you, Todd.
That's it. That's our goal. Yeah, we gotta split that up. You guys, we'll take it off your guys' hands. You know, we
that Nova Blast in the background there. I'll take that from you to help you along your journey.
If there's any guy in the group that needs help, it's this guy right here. This is his excuse now. He goes, I don't have room. I would have to buy another storage cage.
Yes. Time to get more storage. By the way, B Kirby, thank you so much for the 10 memberships. We appreciate you, buddy. I wish I had a good role for you. I don't have another AI generator just yet, so I haven't fell in love with one.
You don't have any videos?
I mean, I could.
He did.
Pull an old one up, I guess, if you really want an old one.
Give him some. Give him some love.
I don't know.
Yes.
No.
Can you pull from mine? Can you pull from mine?
No, I can't.
Because you got you apologizing.
Yeah. I wish that would come up, but it won't. So, but B Kirby, we'll owe you next time. Remember, I'll give you a double video or something. So
B Kirby,
appreciate you, B Kirby.
Wait. Let me figure out something here.
Okay.
That's it. That's a good one. Just Todd's full face.
I'm the big deal now.
There we go.
I am the big deal. Thank you.
There we go.
B Kirby, that is just for you, buddy. Thank you, J Pixel, for really taking the reins on that one.
I got you.
All righty. Well, Are we holding out for chaotic? Because we can't do a keep 3 cut 5 without him, right?
Yeah, we let's get into some news. Maybe
we'll save that for later, right? Because we want to make sure.
Yeah, because here's what it is. This is a spicy one tonight.
We need
3
you
cut 5.
chaotic BPR,
and you have to have a third person because I know Jay is not going to give up. It's going to be whatever 3 he picks. So
you know me.
You have to have a third vote to break it.
You can't convince me.
Yeah,
Congo Bongo
because
not playing.
I'm balding. See, I'm balding. I don't. When I fight Pickles, I have to have a stocking cap on. I'm sorry.
You got to look cool while you fight Pickles.
All right, we'll roll that beautiful footage, Mr. J Pixel. What is been going on today in the world?
Oh, we were going to talk about now?
Yeah, we're talking about
it now.
Guys.
So I don't know if you guys heard, but there's a new pinball machine come out by Stern, and they just dropped.
I got
dude.
The power.
Oh, dude, I don't. Did you guys? Okay, so you guys watched it. Todd, I know you are the one guy in.
The one. Ha,
it's
that's
just,
what
that's my reaction right there.
He's totally
that's my reaction
right now.
10 out of 10. Go buy it.
It's like a 12-year-old being Justin Bieber. It's like.
I know. I'm like, this is so cool.
He's crying.
This may be the pinball table that Jay Pixel buys. This may be it.
Is this the one, Todd? Is this the one? Okay,
I'm feeling it.
He was in the chat, and he's like been talking about you, Vic Vicious. He's like, he's showing all the stuff. I'm so excited.
No, Vic VP.
Vic VP, sorry. Vic VP, sorry.
This is it, Todd. So you're the one that is actually in the market for a Stern. Is this the one?
I have to play it.
You got to play it first.
I have to play it. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's
okay.
What
does
I
the
want.
theme speak to you?
The theme speaks to me, but I have to play the table to make sure that it's the one I want. I got to do that.
Okay,
right there.
I love Turtles. I love Turtles, but I hated the pinball machine. Like I was like, this
I love the pinball machine. I loved it. Oh, I loved it.
It was so hard. I drained so many balls.
Oh yeah. But you actually had to
on
be
that
good
machine.
Machine downer.
That's the weirdest looking GoBots table I've ever seen in my life. I agree.
Hey, if it was GoBots, it's not GoBots. Immediately.
You would buy it. It's a GoBots.
Nobody's buying GoBots. It actually has.
This is a no-brainer. Anyone born from 75, 85, no-brainer. I know, Joe. I know, but I have to play it.
88 over here.
This is probably gonna be my main showpiece. This is gonna be my top cabinet, and I don't know. I have to play it and make sure I'm in love with it. But I love everything. I love the launch ball that goes across and hits the ramp. I think it's beautiful.
It's funny listening to. I was listening to some of the pinball guys, and they didn't even know the difference between Soundwave and Shockwave. They were like, Shockwave has the cassette. I'm like, it's Soundwave. It's not Shockwave. Shockwave's on Cybertron, guarding Cybertron. Come on now.
Oh, what a nerd.
Just imagine Todd listening to "You Got the Touch, You Got the Power" as you drain your balls.
Well, not.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. You got.
I'm not going to imagine that.
You got the power. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm
not imagining.
Yeah.
I'm not imagining that.
So I'm super intrigued by this. I want to get my hands on it and play it. So we'll see. Jay, this may be the one. This may be the one that I'm going to have to tell the group, guess what? I just bought a Stern and it's this. So.
Oh, I just realized something. Is that Soundwave just an image? It's not a ball lock on the premium or on the pro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big boo. Look at it. It's just a cutout.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a Grimlock and Soundwave are just. Oh, that's disappointing.
This looks like the one, Todd. Yeah, it does look like the one. It really does.
Optimus Prime transform? Does it Optimus Prime transform?
No, he does not transform.
Not. Yeah.
No, he is. It's funny. James says everything. He goes, why does fat Optimus look not transform? He's kept calling Fat Optimus.
Send it back, Todd. Send it back. Here's a transform.
Oh boy.
You got a table called Transformers, and no one transforms. Come on.
Yeah. And then somebody said you should have made Grimlock the ball lock. Grimlock.
Yeah, I agree.
I was like, yeah, that is a miss. That is a miss.
Does Megatron transform? No,
but
Megatron sends the ball across the
shoot-
table onto a ramp.
Yeah, he shoots it out of his cannon and onto. Yeah, it looks sweet, and he moves it around.
It doesn't look like it shoots on the Pro, according to Stanzy B. So,
So
you're gonna have to get a limited edition or a premium.
No, I believe it. I haven't heard that. It looks like it would.
I would think
I
so,
think
but
honestly, if you're gonna already spend that much money, like if I was interested in buying one of these, I just get the top one, whichever one it is, because it's like you're already that far in the hole. Just keep going, you know.
Why not?
Balak is king.
Yeah, there you go.
$7,000 into a pinball. It's like just keep going. You're good.
Just keep going. Why not?
Yeah,
money's money.
I know.
It's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, just keep spending.
I like how it's Teletron 1, and that's how they crop the images to get that real cartoon in there because it's a widescreen. So they give it a frame of Teletron 1. I thought that was like brilliant. See how they did that? I was like, that is a cool idea. And
Richo Dello, he's a great, perfect.
I used to be, actually. I'm no longer for some reason.
100% agree, Gallagher guy. Why did they go with Fat Optimus who doesn't transform? No idea.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Somebody started saying Fat Optimus. I'm like, I'm kind of digging that. I kind of get it.
Hashtag Fat Optimus. We got it.
But everybody immediately wants the mod Optimus. I'm like, yeah Optimus is gonna be. Just imagine all the mods. Is there a like a?
But is this something you want to mod though? I'm like, if you're spending that much money, I want something I
want it to be perfect from out of the box.
Well,
there's people who do some crazy stuff with it. So
little alien Optimus past his prime. That's hilarious. Love it. Love it.
Oh, you guys are killing it tonight, man.
Yeah, y'all are killing it tonight. So
here's a Pro edition.
I always think it's funny how Chuck Norris is connected to this stuff because he peed in a semi truck's gas tank, and that's how we got Optimus Prime. Did you guys know that?
Yes, I did hear about that. That's let's just hope that he didn't pee on this pinball table before he passed. Let's.
All right,
if he
now
would have, this would be even better.
This is the
it would transform
this is the LE right here. This is the LE, so it's split, and one side's red, one side's purple. How do you guys feel about that? Some people are liking it, some people aren't. I mean, the Michael Bay one was kind of split like that too.
Yeah,
I like it because they're versus each other, right? It's Autobots, and it's like
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I thought it would be cool if they split it up, like the bottom was red and the top was purple. So you like the Autobots are fighting the Decepticons. You know what I mean? So the battlefield's in the middle. Yep. I thought that would have been a cool way to do it. It does play the original theme song from the cartoon. And then dude, there were so many. I'm watching Vic. Shout out to Vic VP. He's there right now in Chicago, and he's been dropping videos all day today. So if you guys go to Vic VP's YouTube channel, because he is just I told him keep him coming, so he's been dropping them pretty quickly. But this is right before he got to play. He's like, I haven't got to play yet. Just about to get on here. It's really fun.
That's cool.
So he's having a good time over there.
Right,
Never
Tom,
did I imagine body shaming Optimus Prime. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the news that dropped. I'm sure we'll see more videos. I'm sure more content creators will come out with stuff, and we'll have multiple shows. But go check out Vic VP. If you haven't subbed to him already, please do, and go check him out. So
real quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'll say speaking of subbing, like guys, if you have not subbed to us and you're watching us right now, why not? Look at this. Look at this right now.
What's going on?
We're so close to 1,000, guys. We have all these things we want to give away. We're like over here chomping at the bit to give you guys like.
Yeah, Todd wants to give away this pinball machine.
I'm not giving away a pinball machine. Come on, man.
It'll be a 3D printed pinball machine, but it'll be a pinball machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those Five Below ones, but
yes,
it's a pinball machine, but it's a Five Below. Yeah,
Five Below.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got a lot of views on that thing. Some key features. I guess they gonna have a cyber. There's going to be a cyber currency, so you can, while you do Insider Connect, you're going to earn cyber coins, and then that will unlock different modes on the game. I guess they're going to have a 2-player mode where one of you pick a side, you pick a flipper, and then there's going to also be I forget, there was something else with the Insider Connect. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. There's a training mode. So there's somebody who doesn't understand pinball. They actually will have this table will have a training mode for people who are new at pinball. Yeah, so it'll actually teach you about different modes in pinball. So and from some of the pinball podcasts, they're really happy about that because it helps new people understand pinball. So yeah, they're gonna have
a nice
lot
tidbit of information. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So, and the currency thing, I'm really excited about. Hopefully, Pokemon will get their little thing going too. So, I think this is like another hit for Stern. I think it's a 1-2 punch right here with Pokemon and Transformers. I'm loving this side art though.
Yeah, beautiful
table. So I know Finner loved Pokemon from what you're saying. Like,
yep.
If you had to choose between Pokemon and Transformers, knowing how much your son loves Pokemon, would you be like?
I told him this might be the one, and he agreed with me because he's a huge Transformers fan too. Oh. I raised him right. He likes. Once he heard that it had the touch, because I started him off on the original movie, and he plays the video games, the War for Cybertron games. He absolutely loves them. So he grew up on Transformers. He grew up Transformers and Turtles. And
I have to thank Saiyan Spirits because I had never seen the movie till Saiyan Spirits was like, "You have to watch this movie." And he sent
I remember that
it to me. Yeah, he was like, "You have to watch it like right now. Like I want to send you a DVD or Blu-ray, whichever what it was." He's like, "You're gonna watch this," and I did watch it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life." So yeah,
so many famous people are in it, and and the fact that they have the Matrix. And then Todd's going to have the Matrix.
Yes.
Mr. Coder, you can't say something's better unless you've seen both of them. So you have to go watch the other one. You can't say Megan Fox Transformers is better.
Yeah.
Which one, though? So the first one, I'll give you the first one is good. I like the first Michael Bay. But after a while, dude, I can't stay awake for 3 hours. Even if there's a ton of explosions, I kind of get bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like halfway through, I'm like falling asleep.
Yep. Well, I'm looking forward to more videos.
I can say whatever I want.
Yeah,
Technically, you can't though. There's certain tones you can't reach, like high and low. So you can't say whatever you want, but you can't talk. Yes.
Okay, so Todd, your top 3 were Transformers, Mandalorian, and Star Wars.
Fall of the Empire, Mandalorian, and Transformers. Now that I've seen pictures and whatnot, I'm impressed. Go ahead.
How many of you played?
I have played The Mandalorian. I have played The Fall of the Empire. So right now, I just got to get my hands on Transformers, and then that will be the deciding factor what I'm going to buy. So we don't give Todd an option.
So out of the 3 IPs, Star Wars, what was the other one?
Both of them were Star Wars. Mandalorian. So,
they're Star Wars or Transformers. I guess if you had to choose between one.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, so that kind of
Yeah, you are a huge Star Wars fan.
But I do want something different, and this is the newest, greatest thing. So, I didn't say option. Oh, an opinion. An opinion. My apologies.
Option. He didn't say option.
Opinion. Thank you. Just pick one. Yeah, just pick one. That's the problem, though. If I buy it and then I'm like, I don't love it, then I have to go buy another one or sell it and buy another one. So,
Todd, how many have you sold of these arcades you bought?
That's a different conversation, Sheldon. We're not going into that tonight. We're not talking about that. So, well, thank you, Jay, for bringing that up. Everybody go check out all the videos, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this as we continue on down the road. So let's get into the topic tonight, because we got a lot of conversations about what's going on. Tonight's show, we are pitting 2 great companies against each other, Sega and Nintendo. And we
Sega.
want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your feedback. We need you to vote because we're at the end. We're going to basically crown a champion. It's going to be a hard night. We got to get through that, but we're going to do it together. You guys ready? You guys pumped?
Yeah. So I'm going to say right off the bat, I could go either way on this.
That's a fair. What about you, Gallagher guy? I know you're drinking from a Sega cup. So
No, honestly, I was kind of the same way. I was like, whenever we were kind of deciding the show, I was like, are we gonna have teams? I'm like, I can kind of go either way. Especially back in the
Atari,
day with
Super Nintendo. Yeah. Joe Cade's already Team Atari. We get that.
My intelligence coming tomorrow.
Should have won, guys. Should have won. Came out a year too late with a bunch of arcade games, but it should have won.
Booted it like the next second.
Oh, Channel F.
I played him. Joe, I just feel bad about that. I played him so good in that show.
You did. That's why you have a Sega cup and you have a Nintendo cab right behind you.
What era of time does Sega? I think that this is multi-generational, JJ.
This is. Yeah, I asked Todd that, and he's saying add general Sega against Nintendo. So
yes, and we've got 10 categories to cover, so you guys will get to see that as we move on. So let's bring up the first thing that we're going to talk about here, and I think it's good to say that this is all about the hardware. Nintendo versus Sega, the consoles themselves, the hardwares themselves, all the things that just come together when you think Sega and you think Nintendo. They had the handhelds, they had the consoles, they had everything. So let's get these polls rolling here. Hardware, type a 1 for Sega, type a 2 for Nintendo. Let me put this away from Sheldon so he can talk about it. So when it comes to hardware, we know Sega has put out a few consoles less than Nintendo, right? We're gonna make that. We're gonna make that point. Obviously, Sega didn't put out as much as Nintendo, but back in the 8-bit time frame, some can argue that the Sega Master System was better than the Nintendo. Some people can argue differently about it, say Nintendo was what saved the industry. So I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. I'll start with Mr. Gallagher Guy 88. What do you think?
Wow, what makes this tough is I feel like the hardware itself, Sega had better hardware, but Nintendo knew what people wanted. Like, I'm thinking, like, what comes to my head is immediately the Game Gear versus the Game Boy. And it's like, okay, technically the Game Gear, the hardware was like way better. It had the light up screen, but it also took like 8 batteries, only lasted like 2 hours. So it's like, so this is technically better hardware wise, but the game only had 2 batteries in it, and it's sold way better and did better. Same thing with like the Dreamcast. I think Dreamcast versus like N64 era, GameCube era, like the Dreamcast was like better in a certain way, but it also had issues where it's like, hey, you can easily just pirate all these games. Like, and the N64 was kind of like you couldn't really do that in the GameCube. So I don't know. It's like I feel like the Sega had the better hardware, but Nintendo knew how to sell their products better as far as their hardware. That's kind of how I feel.
All right. What do you say, Jay? What's your thoughts and feelings on this?
So yeah, he made some good points. Like the Game Gear was a better system than the Game Boy, but the Game Boy lasted for so long. The Game Boy line saved Nintendo for so many years because they had some duds coming out on the consoles, but they always had mobile. So they were incremental. If you notice, they had the Game Boy Color, but before the Color, they just had cases that were color. They refused to do color for so long. They just made like a slimmer version. So they were able to milk the Game Boy line, and I include like Advance up to the DS, 3DS kind of line that they were able to, that had a long life because they like they had backwards compatibility. Everything they were two generations behind. They were still supporting, you know. So they did a really good job on the mobile. But as far
100%.
as Game Gear, I had the Game Gear, and Sheldon, to get around that, you just had to have this humongous battery pack in your
Yeah, I had a
pocket,
Mhm.
so you could play it longer.
for like
And
I think you paid like 20 or $25 for the Game Gear and it had like 3 or 4 games with it.
and I had this
I was
huge
like, "This is
battery
so
in
awesome."
my pocket.
And I'm like, "This is
Well,
great."
you
And then
have
it
to-
was like the 8 batteries later in 2 hours. I'm like, "Wait, I have to buy another 8 batteries?" Like,
no,
yeah.
there was a battery pack that was about this big that you put in your pocket, and I did. I was like, I want to play this, or I had it hooked up, dude. I had the magnifier for that thing. I had the game Master System adapter, and that was a cool thing about Sega too. What they instead of like adding, let's say they had the Genesis, they're like, oh, yeah, we don't want to make another console right now. What is that? A CD player? Oh, well, Sony's coming out with a new system. We'll just put a 32X thing right on top of it. It was just like, and then you could get a Master System thing for it too, and you can put that on. Oh, you guys, it had the Tower of Power. Remember, they had the Tower of Power. So I actually love the 32X. I think it's sad that there wasn't many games for that. But Nintendo had some missteps too. And when the N64 came out, it was a year too late. Nobody could figure out the controller, and Sony had really kicked their butt with CDs, and they went back to cartridges, and the only game they came out with was Mario 64 for almost a year. So it was like, I mean, now you look back on it, it's like, yeah, that was a great system. But the problem with Sega had is that they had Sega in America and Sega in Japan, and they couldn't agree on anything. So that's why you got the 32X, and then the next thing you got is the Saturn, like announced at almost the same time. So as far as that goes, as far as early days, I would have to go Sega. As far as like what I even like the Master System over the NES.
Yeah,
I know
and I'm in prejudice because that's what I had, but I think that Sega really won that in that time frame, and we can argue about the 90s, the 2000s, and all that, but I honestly think Sega had the better hardware from the get-go. It was always about upping Nintendo.
But the 2000s, obviously Nintendo won because Sega died.
Obviously, Nintendo won. But like Jason Little Alien said, Nintendo had some pretty nefarious practices. I mean, they went to third parties and said, if you release this on any other console, you're cut from Nintendo. Yeah. So they were the video game mafia for a long time until the courts had to step in, and and they had to do companies had to do things. Nintendo wouldn't let them have more than like 6 games a year, so companies started making new companies, and that's why like the Turtles is a different company than Konami, or is it Konami? Yeah. So they had Nintendo was ruthless once it got a hold of being the top spot. They did not let that go very easily. So as far as
we're going to wrap up the poll here and move on to the next one because we do want to keep this going. It's a good conversation about it. So put your vote in before I close this poll. Sega's like leading the charge as far as hardware is concerned.
I'm pretty surprised about that.
All right, so 75% went with Sega on the hardware, and 25% went with Nintendo.
And Todd, yes, I know what your pick is, but on the hardware console wars, what did you?
I mean, I love Sega. You know, I have nostalgia for the Nintendo during that time frame, but I have to tell you, I own every one of these consoles, and I enjoy playing the Sega a little bit more than I did the Nintendo. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that.
It's funny, like I preferred the Master System over the NES, but I preferred the SNES over the Sega Genesis.
Yep. Why is that not up where I need it to be? Okay. Well.
And then PlayStation over Saturn. So.
Oh, there it is.
And Galaga, he was born in. They came out with the N64 or something, wasn't it? Wasn't that your first?
No, my first was NES. The first thing I had at our home was NES, and then I played the Sega Genesis. My cousin had one, so those scenarios where it's like, hey, I want to go over to your house and play. So I
Yeah,
did play
that was
Sega
the thing,
Genesis a
though.
lot.
Not everybody owned
Yeah.
everything. You just went over to whoever your friends had.
Yeah, for sure.
My cousins,
for sure.
my aunt, and my cousins lived across the street, so I let you go over there. And my
Yep.
mom found out I was playing Mortal Kombat and didn't know. And I was like 5, playing Mortal Kombat, the Sega Genesis. She's like, you can't play that. I'm like, why? That's cool.
I don't know how to do the finishers.
So let's jump into what we talk about a lot, and that's the arcade games itself. Sega had a lot of great titles in the arcades. Nintendo had some good stuff out there. They were not shy in that realm. But look at what we've got just on the graphic alone: Golden Axe, Outrun, Virtual Fighter. We had some great titles, and Nintendo had Popeye. They had the what is it? The gosh darn it.
Play Choice.
Play Choice. Thank you. Donkey Kong. They had some great arcade cabinets out there as well. Yeah. So so what's your guys' thoughts on this? Jay, I'm going to start with you this time on this one. Who do you think wins against these two?
Nintendo started off in the arcade with Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr. Those are huge hits, and then Excite Bike, I can remember. And then after that, though, I think they kind of let it go. I think they put the Play Choice and put their NES stuff on there and called it good. Sega never stopped, man. They never put Sonic on. I'm sorry, but they're never Sonic.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
Yeah. But like you said,
that's the Arcade 1-Up XL.
Yeah, it is.
all the stuff they could go for Sonic and Sega, they go for the one that wasn't really there. Like you said,
that's
Golden
AI's
Axe,
version.
Virtual Cop, Virtual Fighter. They were Daytona, right? Daytona.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Sega to me is arcades. I mean, that is where they shine to this day. They're still coming out with games. Is Sonic Racer, anything racing with Sonic, or I'm sorry, not Sonic. Why am I saying Sega?
I did the same
Man,
thing.
they're killing it. So arcades is ruled by Sega, in my opinion.
Okay. All right, Galaga guy, you being a arcade collector, collecting the real arcades.
Everyone's got me on this pedestal now. They're like, you're an elitist.
Oh, you're an elitist. We all hail to you.
No. Okay. So again, it's like the same conversation I just had. It's like Sega has the hardware, like they totally rock this out. Nintendo though has huge staples here, like Donkey Kong. Like if you go to an arcade, that's supposed to be a real arcade, and have Donkey Kong. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, they don't have a Donkey Kong. Yeah,
come on, you got to have that. It's like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. You got to have those. Now Sega games, it's like
Junior, you need to. I say Junior should be included in that one.
And okay, Junior, whatever. But it's still it's like there has to be at least a Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. or Popeye somewhere. You have to see that cab. But as far as as many games and again hardware, I think Sega takes it. They just kept rolling with it. They even got involved in Arcade 1-Up, which Nintendo get involved with Arcade 1-Up. Let's throw these out there too.
Or Basic Fun or Iconic. Somebody.
Yeah. Call up G.I. Joel.
It's Crazy Taxi, House of the Dead.
I mean, they had so many bangers, but I feel like Nintendo kind of saw the future of these things. Unfortunately, arcades are not what they used to be, and Nintendo went straight to consoles, and they kind of just stuck with that after a while. But Sega kept with it. I mean, overall, if you said, "Hey, give me an entire arcade full of Sega games or entire arcade full of Nintendo games," I'm going with Sega because I'm like, there's so many different games and such a variety.
Yeah.
My Nintendo's kind of just, it's Nintendo. It's still good.
No.
But
yeah, and I don't get me wrong. I love the Nintendo arcades. Whenever we go to, whenever we went to Pastimes, it was great getting to play on those. And G.I. Joel has his. there's just so many things about the Nintendo cab that you love. But Sega owns it. I mean, let's be real, people. Sega has been producing those products for a while, and they know what people like. They know what people are going to put quarters in and play, and Sega just kind of dominates it. So I have to agree with you, both of you. Sega's just winning it. Obviously, there's some people that have love for Nintendo because we do have 8% vote, but it looks like Sega has taken it away.
Yeah, that's not taken away from anything from what Nintendo did, but it's like
how much better would the world be if Nintendo had became the software-only company instead of Sega? Sega became the king of gaming hardware instead of Nintendo.
I don't know.
That would be an interesting world. It would be interesting. So yeah,
I would have just loved...
That's right. Better console for Nintendo, better arcades for Sega.
There you
Good
go.
point.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would say I would have just loved to see Sega not give up as quick as they did.
In the console,
if they just would have put a DVD player in that thing, I'm telling you.
They would have made it so you couldn't copy the games like almost instantly.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I think Sega has won, but go ahead.
Yep, I think so
what
too.
What were you gonna say, Gallagher guy?
No,
that was it.
That was it.
All right. That was it.
We're ending the poll. 92% for Sega, 8% for Nintendo. So thank you for voting on that. That one was a little bit more of a win for Sega. I know they fought a little bit in hardware, but yep. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Where is it? There it is. Look at that. We're talking about the controllers. The controllers themselves. We all have passions about these controllers. Which one was the better? It looks like to me in this graphic, the Sega and the Nintendo look very similar. That's kind of...
Well, whenever I made this graphic, because I did it off of AI, I didn't realize that the PlayStation was the middle.
Yeah,
I was like, that's PlayStation controllers. Like, oh well, it's fine. We'll just go.
Why
with
do
it.
they have arms?
Yeah, why do they have arms? That's a good question. So all right, we're gonna put up the controller poll. Type 1 for Sega, type 2 for Nintendo, and let's see. We did Jay last.
This is hard.
Let's do Gallagher guy, buddy. What's your thoughts on the controllers? Tell me what you think.
I think Nintendo by a freaking mile, dude. Like
really,
controllers. Oh man, not even a competition for me. Like the Sega Genesis controller, that big old controller you could barely get your hands around as a kid.
Wow.
And then you got the Nintendo, you had the NES controller, which was amazing. Like I love the way that thing feels in my hands, even though it's like a box. Then you have the SNES, which was like even better. And like, oh my gosh, it can't get any better. Then the GameCube controller, which I still use to this day to play Super Smash Bros. Because that
you skipped one.
Is just like
you skipped one.
No. I'm getting to it. And then the best one, which is the N64 controller. Love the thing. That controller changed my life whenever I got a hold of that thing. I love this.
You're lying.
Controller.
Wow.
It's so misunderstood. I've explained it so many times. People misunderstood the controller and they thought it was something that you had to have 3 hands for. And no, if you just like understand
wrong
the D-pad, that the D-pad and the analog stick were never used at the same time, it solves all your issues. If you just realize that, like, they're going to use either the D-pad and the Z, or the analog stick and the Z, or the D-pad and the left bumper. That's it. That solves all your issues.
Our burger is saying Sega all day long. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you
wow, this is 50-50.
I totally disagree. Totally disagree. I think Nintendo has this in a bag, honestly. But that's me.
All right. Well, J Pixel, I want to get your opinion. Patrick Beef Photography, glad you're here. Gave it a 1 for Sega, so we're doing well here. Go ahead, Mr. J Pixel. Give me your 10 cents on this.
Okay, this is hard because I'm halfway there with Sheldon, because the NES against the Master System has to start. You can't. What are you
Right,
voting
that's
for?
me.
I
keep forgetting that was me. That was me. I keep forgetting I'm Arcades Anonymous. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't understand this, but that's cool.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
So,
Sorry.
so the NES against the Master System, I give it to NES because it has a start and select actually on the controller. I mean, they're very similar. I agree. The NES, Super NES controller is amazing. The Sega Genesis 3 button I didn't like so well, but the 6 button is the game changer because with the fighting layout, if you're doing fighting, that is the layout you do. Fight sticks controllers are that 6 button layout. So they started that whole 6 button layout. So to me, the pinnacle is that controller. Um, the Dreamcast controller, I think, doesn't have stick drift. I think they solved stick drift for that, but I've never really played it, so it's kind of like nobody played the Dreamcast. It was released and gone before anybody could actually play it. The N64 controller, I don't know. I understood it. It was cool at the time, but there's so much better versions of it. It's been reiterated so much better now. There's no going back to it. I would say, and then there's the GameCube, which I have. I did have the GameCube at first, so I went to Sony. So going back to a GameCube controller is kind of weird, and I know people love it, but only having the button layout's kind of weird to me because you have one big button in the middle and you got these two sides. I don't know. It's just weird. Because of the 6 button one, though, I think I'm going to go Sega. Because to me, the 6 button layout of the Genesis is, to this day, when they do a fight stick one, that's the one they go to. So that is my pick.
Okay, real quick, I got to do 2 things. B Kirby, thank you for the $5 super chat. I give the NS controller a 10. So I guess a 10 out of 10. Good job, B Kirby. We appreciate the $5 super chat. Yes, a 10 out of 10. And real quick,
give it a 7 out of 10. B Kirby, fight me. Yeah.
And put your hands together, everybody.
But did you? I guess you did touch it.
Put your hands together for Chaotic BPR.
Yes, he made it.
Good evening,
all right,
gentlemen.
Chaotic. What is your
pick? You. I hope you didn't break any laws coming home.
No, of course not.
All right, we're glad you're here. Did you get to watch the little bit of the first of the show? I know you were probably heading home. So
yeah, I was heading home jamming to Super Nintendo music.
Awesome.
I have a question though. Okay, did they have an official? Because everyone that I played, I didn't play Genesis a lot, but every Genesis controller that I had that had the 6 buttons was always like a third party. Like, did they have an official like Sega one? Like, I don't know.
Yes, they did.
For what?
All right,
the Genesis?
Hey, little alien, can you get this guy out of here? We don't need him. I swear. All right.
Always
all right, Chaotic BPR, give me your opinion on the controllers, Sega versus Nintendo.
I was always a fan of the Super Nintendo controller. It was the proper way to play 6 button games, like Street Fighter and Killer Instinct and stuff.
Wait.
Oh,
Super Nintendo one?
Oh,
yeah.
Super Nintendo one?
Yeah.
Not the 6 button Sega?
No. I hate
get out of here. Get out of here.
I hate the 6 button Sega controller.
Get out of here. That's what they make to this day.
I know they still make it today.
To this day.
I know they still make it today, but if you look at the way the Super Nintendo controller is, everything else follows that.
Well, I like the SNES controller, don't get me wrong, but for fighting games, have it laid out just like the arcade.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I agree with you on I loved it for everything else, but when it came to do the high
No, I totally agree too. Not enough games on Super Nintendo used the shoulder buttons.
Right.
Like if Link to the Past had it where you could swap inventory items with the shoulder buttons instead of having to pause the game or bring up your inventory to do stuff, it would have been so much better. Like not enough games use the shoulder buttons. I think Super Mario World used it to do the spin jump. and stuff like that. But to me, the Super Nintendo controllers was a lot easier to like hold. It was comfortable.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Very, very economic, I guess is what you want to call it.
Ergonomic.
Yeah, ergonomic. Thank you. But I mean, I do have fond memories of the original Sega Genesis controller with the 3 buttons. Because that
The fat
controller
boy?
was a boss.
That was a fat boy.
That was the boss controller of before the Xbox brought out their original boss controller.
So-
you had to vote again, Gallagher guy. I see that. Okay,
Oh, jeez.
we're making
I
it a
did.
tight thing.
Oh,
okay,
come
Gallagher.
on. I
So,
thought he
Chaotic, you
had
gotta
it.
vote. You gotta break everybody's.
Well,
this is,
I gotta
this is
give my 2
close. This
cents.
is
I gotta
this
give
is
my 2
closer.
cents. Okay.
I will
Alright,
yeah, go
say,
ahead.
Let me get on
As far as the
YouTube so I
Sega-
can.
there's been like a lot of kind of crap thrown at the Dreamcast controller, which it wasn't that great because the cord and everything. But I will say the memory card that you put in there and it played had like a little screen that
Yeah.
for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Was it 2 Battle or first one? I forget which one was on there. But having that little like Sonic like emblem there that would show on the little screen, that was cool. I did enjoy that about the Sega Dreamcast
Now,
Okay.
controller,
All right.
but it
now
wasn't.
wait a
junk.
minute. I do have another question because I am in here late and I don't know the full story. Is this Sega versus Nintendo controllers period or Super
Yes.
Nintendo versus
Yes.
Genesis?
No,
Okay.
no. Period.
Period.
Then I kind of want to change my vote because
Uh-oh.
the Dreamcast is where it was.
Why?
Why?
Because Dreamcast.
Dreamcast had the greatest controller ever. The VMU was awesome. The analog stick was awesome.
Yeah, you got
The only thing I hated about it. The only thing I hated about it was the freaking
It was
power.
massive.
The cord. The cord came out the bottom instead of the top. To me, that was just a
Yeah.
design flaw.
But they had to
It
have
was
room
massive though.
Yeah, but it was.
felt
You don't have
so
big-
good in
It
your
was
hands.
massive.
It felt so good in your hands.
Yeah, but
It
it's
was
probably
the
honestly,
Xbox-
if you go pick it up now, it's probably as big as the standard controllers
No.
today.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
it's bigger.
I don't
If you
know
go-
because honestly, I've never played a Dreamcast like an actual Dreamcast.
Your
Well-
vote doesn't count. Take it off.
You kicked him out.
We,
There you go.
Get out of here. Don't keep adding yourself. Put him at the bottom. He gets cut.
you don't. Oh,
I could do that too.
you need to play the Dreamcast. Okay.
All right,
This is
Uh,
ridiculous.
Yo, bro,
Todd.
I told you the thing came and gone before anybody.
Todd, you need to put some of us kids in timeout.
Oh boy. Oh, boy.
Anyways.
All right, you two, stop playing with the screens. We're gonna get through this together. We're gonna get through this together. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. All right.
All right. In the poll. It's okay to be wrong, everybody. It's okay.
Okay. Let me give my 2 cents because I let you guys
Okay.
talk.
Okay.
All right. I am a mega Master System
I was about to
lover.
remove Todd.
I love that
You're a
D-pad
Master
is
System lover.
better than the Nintendo NES. I'm sorry. That D-pad is the best. And if you had the one that had the threads in it where you could put the little tiny joystick in it and adjust it, was perfect. I wasn't a big fan of the Genesis 3-button or the 6-button, but I did love the Super Nintendo controller as well. Now, one that you guys have not talked about at all, and I agree with the Dreamcast, I agree with the GameCube, I even like the Nintendo 64. What you guys are forgetting is the Virtual Boy controller
shut
was
up.
the best
Shut up.
controller
Get
ever
outta here.
designed.
Get out of here.
Period. End of
Get
discussion.
out of here.
I
I'm
don't even-
sorry, it's the truth.
Yeah, right.
The
I
Virtual
don't even-
Boy
I don't
should
even
have
remember
been
that
on
controller.
every other console
Boo.
since its existence.
The-
I'm sorry.
Wait a
There
minute, the
you
Virtual
go.
Boy had a controller. I didn't know that.
Yes.
I don't.
yes,
I
it
don't.
did.
I don't. I don't recognize.
Yeah,
it.
you had to
I-
take your eyes.
thought you
out,
played
look
with your
at it, like, what
eyes.
the heck button does this do?
Best controller ever.
I can't
I'm sorry.
see it. I can't see anything. So
You didn't play Virtual Boy with a controller. You play with your soul. That's how you play Virtual Boy.
Well, and technical TNT agrees with me. That was a pretty cool controller for the Virtual
what
Which side
game
you
did it
picking,
actually
Todd?
control?
Sega-
The-
Sega had the best peripherals, though, man. Like
Yes, it did. Mute
the
at Todd.
fishing
Ah!
pole. The fishing pole controller was amazing because it had rumble in it when you hooked on a fish.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Good
we're
Lord.
going to end this poll now, and Sega
Ooh,
wins
that was
again.
close.
We have to give it to Nintendo. It was really close.
That was the closest one.
Todd, what did you pick though? You didn't say.
I picked Sega. Sega is the
Sega.
top.
Todd also likes My Arcade cheap junk toys. Okay.
Ah! The Virtual Boy fried your eyes, so you didn't
Come
see
on.
the controller. But it was a really good
Yeah,
controller.
exactly.
It felt good in your hands, okay?
Nobody-
It felt good in your hands.
He's
I have
talking
to
about
Come
say
on,
that.
Todd.
the only
I don't care what
one
you
he's talking
say.
about is a Virtual Boy.
You see this 8-bit dough? What does that look like? If you took off
Yeah.
if you took off the finger, the
It
grips.
looks like a NES, and then if you put the thing back, it looks like a PlayStation.
All right.
So it looks like a Super
The
Nintendo
next
controller to
one
me.
we're going to talk about, and we don't have a really good graphic for this, so I'm going back to the
Well, now-
console.
Now I don't care when we do it, but now that Chaotic is here, we can do the cut 3 pick or keep 3 cut 5 whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. You want to do it towards the end of the
Not-
show? You want to do it now?
Well,
What
we're
do you
almost
want?
at the halfway point here, so that could be a good time to do it.
That's a good. That's
You
a
wanna
good
do it?
halfway segment.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's I'm going to stop sharing this screen right here, and we're going to play this really cool graphic. All righty, boys and girls and everybody out there. We all wear glasses and contacts because of the Virtual Boy. You better believe it, we
I
do.
refuse to wear glasses or contacts. So
All right, Mr. Gallagher.
Y'all look
guy
blurry to me.
88, you are the chief.
Okay.
The chief of the
This one I'm excited for.
He's-
I'm
he's
excited for it
excited.
because this is going to be tough. Y'all
Now remember the
This-
rules. Remember the rules. We have to.
So there is 8 of these things I'm going to give out, and you can only pick 3. And you have to cut 5 of them. Now, as
and
you go,
all
you'll
3
get
of us
one-
have to agree.
You have to agree.
I will never agree.
So
Punk.
they all agree with you, Jay. They can all agree
Oh,
with you.
so we're doing a master list, not an individual
Yeah.
list.
Correct.
That's
Okay.
the only way we
Yes.
can
Yeah,
move
because he
forward.
can't.
Oh,
He doesn't. He only has so many fingers, and he can't keep track of.
All right, so one of y'all go
it gets
first, and the
confusing.
next one.
It gets confusing to everyone watching too, because it's like, okay, Todd thinks these 3, and then Jay thinks these 3, and then
It's already
Todd
too
thinks these-
complicated.
It's like it just gets too complicated. It's like, all right, we'll just like you all
We'll
have to vote on what you're going to keep or cut.
So let's do one at a time. You pick, you
Yes.
pick, and then if I need to be the tiebreaker, I'll be the tiebreaker.
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
All right, Gallagher guy, throw it at me.
Our-
What-
Our theme for tonight is 80s Saturday morning cartoons.
Ooh.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You-
It's gonna be tough.
I got the
gonna be
touch,
tough.
baby. I got the touch.
I got
Yes.
the power.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Entire screen. I'm gonna share my entire screen.
Ooh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
First up, Thundercats.
Yes, my vote
Do
is
you-
yes.
Cut it or keep it. Sorry, I gotta change it
Keep
up real quick.
it. Keep it.
Now, if you keep, you only can keep 3.
My vote is to keep. What do you say, Jay?
Cut.
Oh, you son of a biscuit. Okay.
I think Chaos gonna have to. That's gonna be Chaos' choice.
Shit.
Yeah, this doesn't hit for me at all.
I'm sorry, Todd. Cut.
You guys suck.
We
Okay.
are cutting it.
We're
cutting
cutting
it.
Thundercat.
You know, there's some bangers out there. Come on, now.
There's got to be some more bangers out here.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Okay.
ran around the house saying Thundercats. I mean, come on. All right.
DuckTales.
Keep.
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 Easy
Oh,
one.
we're keeping.
DuckTales.
I'm surprised. I thought DuckTales would be a
No,
Oh.
no.
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 DuckTales is a
Like,
banger.
Okay,
No,
okay.
that's a keep.
It's gonna get harder. Okay, so you've got one you've kept. You got one you kept. Here we go. Here we go. Next up,
Woohoo. Da, da.
Teenage Mutant
Ooh.
Ninja Turtles.
Keep.
Oh.
But you only get 3. You already have 1. You only get 2 more, and it's gonna get
My
harder.
vote is to keep. My vote is to keep.
Tots is at first, so he doesn't have to worry about it. You guys have to decide.
He's already cut the first 3.
Yeah. Keep.
All right, Jay.
All right, Jay, it's on you.
Dang it.
But if you keep
Cut.
this one, you have 2, and you'll get 1 more.
No
I'm gonna give it
way.
to Brian.
You're
Cut.
cutting this? You're
No, I'm
cutting
gonna make
turtles.
Brian pick it. I know it is.
The first 4 seasons were so good. The rest of them were trash.
The chat seems to say cut. I don't know why.
Cut. Chat's more.
All right, so we
Come
got
on,
2 more. We got 2 more.
No, we
after
got a
this,
ton
right?
more, dude. Yeah,
So we
have.
have- You have. This
Oh
is the
no!
third
Oh
one.
yeah, we have 8 total. Shit.
Yes,
Alright,
there's a
cut,
lot.
Cut.
Yeah, there's so many.
You
There's
guys
so many.
suck.
This
All
is
right,
hard.
all
This is hard.
This is. And it's not the best cartoons. It's not the worst cartoons. It's just.
No, I'm
8
happy
random
with
Saturday
DuckTales
morning
so far,
cartoons.
though. I'm really happy with DuckTales.
Okay. All right, here we go. Next up. Chip
Oh,
and
this is the
Dale,
second
Rescue
one.
Rangers.
Dude.
You gonna keep it or cut it? Like I said, this is gonna be a hard one,
Technically,
dude.
these aren't
I don't know
Saturday
what I would-
morning, though. This was like afternoon, but still.
This Disney Afternoon Collection.
Disney, I love the Disney afternoon. Oh my gosh.
I own that game for Switch. The
Keep.
collection.
Keep.
Todd.
Cut.
Cut.
Mhm.
Chaotic.
Cut. Cut.
Okay.
Ooh,
Thank you,
cutting it.
Chaotic.
All right, we still
no,
we
I'm-
have
I'm-
one.
I'm happy
guys have-
either way, but
How many we
Yeah,
you
got?
had to
four-
cut turtles. That was hard. Cutting turtles is hard.
That was hard, but there's got to be something
You
better.
guys have 4 more. You guys have 4
I know.
more.
There's
And
one.
we have.
There's one
We've
where
only picked one, right? We've only,
you only picked one. So that's
All right.
that's a.
So whatever one next one you or no next 2 you cut, then you get the other 2. So whatever it is. All right,
Okay.
let's see.
All right. What's
Next up, Super Friends.
Cut.
Oh, cut.
Cut.
That's easy.
All
That's
right.
an easy
That's
one.
easy.
That's an easy one. That's
I'm
an easy
waiting.
one.
There's one I'm keeping for sure.
All right, you only have 3 more, and you've only got 1. So you guys know. Next up, G.I. Joe.
Ooh.
Cut.
So if you cut this one, you're keeping the next 2, whatever they
Okay.
are,
Cut.
because that's it.
I think that there's something behind this. I know Mr. Gallagher guy 88. He's
I'm
got
not
a.
saying anything. This is it. This is it, dude.
I wish I could go back and keep one of those, but cut.
I say
You're gonna
keep.
cut this.
I say
All right.
keep.
Keep.
So
Okay,
all
we're
right.
keeping
All
GI Joe, but you
right.
know what the next one we're keeping is?
What is
All
it?
right,
so far,
Transformers
so
or
far,
He-Man?
we have you've kept DuckTales and G.I. Joe. Next up, He-Man and
Cut.
the Masters of the
Cut.
Universe. Not even thinking. Not
Cut.
even come
Because
on.
I know what the one is.
He-Man.
I know what the last one is.
All
And
right.
That's the one I want.
So you've kept DuckTales. Your Saturday morning is going to be DuckTales, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. You got the touch. You got the power. That's right.
Oh boy.
There it is.
What do you guys
Transformers
think?
it
Got a
is.
good list?
Transformers.
it is.
Transformers it is.
So
I
DuckTales,
can't believe you
G.I.
guys
Joe,
cut.
and Transformers.
I can't believe you cut Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
If I hadn't have
Yeah.
cut Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we wouldn't have He-Man
But
or
you-
Masters of the Universe.
I would have gave up. I would have kept Turtles over GI Joe, but you guys wanted GI Joe.
Now think about G.I. Joe and Transformers are together, all right? And they
Yes.
kind of are trying to put
And they're back to back, same voice actors, same company,
Yeah.
everything. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
I mean, the chat's not understanding why we chose DuckTales. That
Oh, DuckTales was
song-
amazing. Oh
it
no,
was a weekday
song-
afternoon.
that
cartoon.
oh that was
song-
amazing. I
Point.
love DuckTales.
that
I
was
get
that was
that, but-
fantastic.
That was
I get that, but
Rescue Rangers was a close second to DuckTales because that was back.
oh,
to back.
if you had Tailspin on there, I would have lost.
Tailspin, yeah. If you
Oh
if you
my
would have done the whole
God.
block, the Disney block, oh
Maybe that'd be
Oh,
another
man.
one, like the top 8 Disney cartoon. It could be another one sometime. I don't know.
Wow.
yeah,
But that's it,
Thundercats
guys.
wasn't even
Marine
the same
50,
level as
sorry, dude.
Transformers.
Like that was
Man.
hard, man. You have to understand.
Dude.
Put yourself in my
When
situation.
you put us in this position, it's hard for us to. Man, Thundercats, man.
What
The
you guys?
Thundercats was
What
my
the chat
jam.
choose? What'd you guys choose? Now knowing the chat, let us know which ones you would choose out of.
Yeah.
What 3 would you
Out of
keep
the
out of
eight,
that?
what
G.I.
three?
Joe,
He-Man, G.I. Joe,
Transformers.
Transformers. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
close.
that's pretty good.
Close. We got close
Disney,
to
no so good. Okay.
Oh, come on. The old
All right.
Disney, those shows
Disney
were
haters.
legit.
Oh man, the Disney. Oh man, dude, that was
I
that.
remember making
That
making
actually,
grilled
like
cheese.
they made that whole block. It actually like made so much money when they made that Disney block. They were. Watched a whole thing on,
Dude, even the DuckTales movies were good.
and that
Oh, yeah.
that spawned the Fox Kids block with X-Men. I mean, there was
Voltron.
so many things that came
Oh
out.
yeah,
of
that was X-Men's. Sorry, that was Fox's
competition.
way of competition. Yeah,
Yeah, there was.
and then we got
watched
Power Rangers from it.
There was so many. When that Disney block
Thank
came
you.
out.
Thank you, Joe Cade. Thundercats.
Joe Cade
Thundercats.
always has to be in there, just like gotta
Hey,
be
man,
going
we didn't
against the
get-
current.
Dude, nobody
like,
watched
Thundercats or He-Man.
Thundercats,
Sorry,
dude.
dude.
That was on
Well-
way earlier than it was at like 3:00. No, when you weren't
Dude.
even home yet. It was like whenever
Dude,
Transformers.
my
came
parents
on.
knew that I was awake because I would be in the living room going, Thunder, Thunder, Thundercats. Oh!
So,
The
Shug, I'm
real
going to call you out a
Ghostbusters
little
would be a
bit.
good
These were
choice.
actually weekday shows. They were not Saturday morning.
I
The real
googled Saturday
Ghostbusters would be
morning,
good.
80s Saturday morning.
They were
cartoons,
not
and that's
on
what popped up.
on Saturday. They were on during the week.
That's a
because it was right after
technicality.
school
Come on.
because we had to run home and watch them
I
all.
was alive in 88 and 89. That's the most 80s I got.
What about the Super Mario Super Show?
Yeah,
I said cartoons. Well, I guess it's kind of cartoons. That's
It is
live
a
action.
cartoon. That's what it was
Yep.
called.
But what Jason Lane
Gem and the
said
Rockers. Yeah, Gem and
Yeah,
the Rockers.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I'd have been on that one too, but it's just 8 random ones. I was like, all right, this whatever. I didn't want to be prejudiced towards it. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna choose 8 random
Yeah.
ones, and then end it with Transformers because I thought that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
you weren't gonna get me giving up my number one pick because I knew what it was.
I should have put that one first. Next time, I'm gonna start like really mixing it up because I'm like, I'm
Because
gonna,
yeah, I was about
like,
to say, you're probably gonna have to do '90s next time and get like Captain Planet on there and stuff like
Oh,
I
yeah.
cut that. I
you know,
cut
he
that
is
out.
our hero. He's gonna
He
take
is our
pollution
hero.
I
down
never
to
even
zero.
watched
that. He's
that.
gonna take
Dude, that was-
pollution down to zero.
Yes,
That's my wife's favorite.
I was the last generation to have Saturday morning cartoons.
I was
They
wondering
weren't
if Scooby Doo was
80s
coming
cartoons.
in. Space Ghost.
I love
Those were
Space
like reruns for me. They were the Cartoon Express. Remember USA Cartoon Express? They would always have the old school
And
cartoons.
see, I
That's how
debated on the
watched
Smurfs
them.
too. Someone said the Smurfs. I debated on the Smurfs too. That
Smurfs.
was also. on the
You
list.
should do
So I was
like old like the actual Saturday
70s.
mornings. Yeah, like the
Scooby Doo, where
70s.
are you? The
Scooby-Doo.
Jetsons.
Jetsons, Flintstones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those seem more like. I don't know. I like I said, I just googled it. I was like, all right, what's
Yes,
80s
the
morning
Pac-Man
cartoons?
cartoon.
Pac-Man. Oh, I love.
And Pac-Man was another one. I was like,
Pac-Man
okay,
would've been great.
but this one, I don't think that'd be as hard for people to cut though. Like, I think Chaotic.
You should do video game cartoons.
like Chaotic
like
and Todd could cut Pac-Man very easily. You would have an issue with it, Jay, but like I think they would be like, cut it.
No, Pac-Man. They had the best. That was the best one. They had a Rubik. Do you know they had a Rubik's Cube cartoon? Because I went down a
Okay.
rabbit hole, and I was like, "Oh, Rubik's. I don't remember this."
Same. Okay, same list.
There it is.
Steel
Todd.
Steel. Never been
Same
opened.
list, Todd, but it had Pac-Man on it. Would you have cut Pac-Man?
Yes. Oh God, yes.
That's what I'm saying. I knew they'd cut
Well,
that
Todd
immediately.
likes Congo Bongo. He's supposedly and doesn't even play it.
Okay.
So
Johnny
there's that.
Quest is the best. I cannot argue with that.
We can look. No, yes, I can. Johnny Quest sucks. I can argue that all day.
Uh,
I like Johnny Quest.
all right, let's get back to Sega versus Nintendo. Let's shift the conversation.
Excuse me, princess.
Good.
Okay.
Keep 3, cut 5, Sheldon.
That was great. That was
hard.
good. That was hard.
That was a hard one.
I knew it'd be a
That's- we're keeping
spicier
us on our
one. I was
toes.
like,
that was.
It was so
keep
hard.
us
You
on
made a
our toes.
pimple pop up on my forehead. It hurts.
Man,
that's-
cutting turtles was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm surprised you guys did. I was like, oh my gosh, they cut turtles.
Cannot
Yeah,
believe that.
That was
Because I would have
that
kept
was hard.
turtles instead of what'd you guys keep? It was
DuckTales.
G.I. Joe. Yeah. G.I.
Yeah, I
Joe.
would have picked
would've
turtles over GI Joe,
kept- Yeah.
but we have already cut it, so it was.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
The more you, that's where the more you know. Is the more you know, or
yeah,
knowing is
more you
half the
know.
battle?
I
All right.
appreciate the G.I. Joe cartoon more as an adult now because I can watch it on
Yes.
YouTube marathons or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
appreciate
yes.
it more now than I did as a kid.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I was a big Transformers, so GI Joe was just like, oh,
It's like
got
the
Transformers.
storyline's actually pretty good on this.
It is. All right, back to Nintendo versus Sega. And what are we talking about now? We're talking about the look of the consoles, how those bad boys looked sitting on your CRT TVs in your setup, in your room. What made
the consoles themselves, or just the way
consoles
the graphics
themselves?
looked.
The,
Okay,
no, the
physical
actual,
console.
the physical look of this console. Like,
Hmm.
did it make you give you, you know, like premium? Did it give you, what did it make you think? Was it just a gray box, or was it something that was a showpiece in your room? I want to, or in the living room. You know, how many of us had to play our consoles in our living room? So,
I don't know.
who wants to start?
Brian, you start.
Yeah, Brian.
God, Nintendo went cartridge forever. Never didn't go disc until GameCube, and then they're like, "No, we're going back to and Wii," and they're like, "No, we're going to go back to cartridges." So
He's talking about how it looked.
I know that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
that's
But,
the
like
thing,
cartridge
like-
sticking out of it. That's a big deal. It's part of the
Oh,
look.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
part
That's
of
what
the
that's what
look.
I'm going for. So
Sega and Showpiece do not belong in the same system. Really?
yeah, I'm gonna
James. Sega also had the better console physics design. See, that's what I'm trying to go
Physical
here. Is
design.
like
Dreamcast was just, dude, way before its time. It should have
Genesis Power of the Tower of
Tower
Power.
Power was a
Looking
true
at that bad boy.
That's what I'm thinking. That's kind of where my thought process is.
Well, I'm gonna go with Super Nintendo, man, or not Super Nintendo, but Nintendo. Period. Even like the only time Nintendo got bad is when they came out with their re-divisions or
They're thinner
redesigns.
Yeah.
So like the NES top loader was terrible, and the new Super Nintendo top loader was terrible. I didn't like
Dogbone.
the Dogbone controller. I didn't like them at all.
Sir Sega, yes, the Master System was a beautiful, beautiful design. It was aerodynamic.
It is. I have one sitting back here.
It's aerodynamic.
It is.
That thing could have gone. That thing could have been on the back of a truck, dividing the air as we're driving along. That's how cleverly designed that thing was.
But at the Nintendo 64 kind of was a step backwards, but then again, it was kind of cool that it was a step backwards. It kind of felt retro in a way.
It had that little wave.
Yeah, it was kind of unique, right?
Well, they also had the colors. Remember, they did all those cool colors.
That's true too, and that's another reason why I want to pick Nintendo here. If I had to pick out of all the consoles, period, Dreamcast would have won for me.
Oh yeah,
that console
beautiful.
was
sick. And the sports one that was the black console with the white lettering.
Yeah.
Oh my, it was gorgeous.
Ooh, yeah.
Gorgeous console.
Yeah.
All right,
But you're picking Nintendo.
I'm picking Nintendo. If I had to pick overall, I would say Dreamcast.
Okay. Oh boy. All right.
You got to read them before you put them up. Read them.
Go ahead. J
Me?
Pixel. Yeah.
I think Sega had that Knight Rider futuristic look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know how we watched Knight Rider and we thought that was going to be the future? And that's what it reminded me. Like you said, the Master System, it had cool button designs on there. And for me, the NES was just kind of like, it looks like a toaster, or you can flip up the thing. I mean, it's iconic now when you look at it. It's like the Tower of Power.
Mm-hmm.
Even the remake with the side tray, or you could do the power. That was amazing to me. I indifferent on the Dreamcast. You guys seem to really like it. But I'm gonna go Sega.
You're gonna go Sega? Wow.
I'm gonna go Sega.
All right, Galaga Guy 88. What is your thoughts on the look of the consoles?
It's a toss up. Honestly, it's hard for me to because the NES kind of looked like a VCR. That's what I thought of as a kid. I was like, is that another VCR? And I was like, oh no, it's a gaming console.
I think that's
Um,
actually what they were going for, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember, I don't know. And then I remember the Sega Genesis being like, it looked cool, but like dust, as soon as like dust would hit it, like you could see it immediately, and like it just kind of made it look dirty all the time. Um, I don't know. And then the N64 is kind of dirty. Dreamcast is a little bit more vibrant. And then if you're going past that with Nintendo, it's like the GameCube was kind of kiddie. The Wii looked like, it was white, so it was like clean, more clean looking. I don't
I had
know.
a
It's
black
kind of
one.
like a black Wii.
I had a black one, yeah.
I have the red one.
Yeah, there's a red one too.
Honestly, I would say just Nintendo, just for, and plus too, whenever Sega started stacking that stuff on it, like oh, we want a CD
Tower
player,
power.
we're stacking on it, and like it just looked ridiculous to me after a while. I was like, all right, you have like 5 things on this now. It looks kind of dumb to me. Like, stop stacking stuff. Like, just make a new console at this
You
point.
create a house
Like,
fire.
yeah.
I love the Tower of Power. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? That
I
was like,
I thought
that was
it
so
looked
impressive
dumb.
to show off, dude. It's like, oh yeah,
It looked like
look at
it looked
mine's
like a-
taller.
like a bad Power Ranger transformation. Like, that's what it looked like to me.
It was Devastator. It was the Devastator of
Yeah.
the
It's like, here,
console.
click, click. Like, I don't know. I didn't like the way it looked personally, but I would probably go Nintendo on this for me personally.
Remember the 32X Hector had a brace on it, so it wouldn't wobble.
Yeah.
So here's my 2 cents. I think both companies had their pluses and their minuses, but I have to tell you, as a piece in your arcade room, as a like seeing it on display or whatnot, man, the Sega just screams retro. It screams like, but I'm a big
Sega.
virtual boy fan, as I was showing while you guys were talking. The lines on that, the design on that, it was like
But does that count as a console? Was that really a console? Like, I don't know.
Yes,
I
Galaga
debate on
Guy.
that.
It was a
No.
console.
It does not
Like-
include a console. It's more of a, remember, if it has its own screen, it's not a console.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
rule.
I don't know.
If it has its own screen, it's
Well,
a
then
console.
the Switch, would the Switch
No,
not
it's
be
not
a
a
console
console.
then?
But I
Switch is a console.
You can
Are
dock
you
it.
kidding
You
me?
can dock it.
It's a
You can
hybrid.
dock it. It's a hybrid. You can dock it.
Dude,
the
that's
Genesis looked like
ridiculous.
alien technology compared to the silver
It did.
VCR sitting next to it. Yeah,
It did.
yeah, it looked
You don't
very.
believe the Nintendo Switch is a console. You don't believe that.
No. That's why it was able to be in both of the brackets, because you can put it on a screen.
It's a handheld and a console because
It's
it has
actually
dock.
a faster machine when you dock it.
Okay.
Oh, wow!
Yes,
The
I
Virtual
do. I
Boy
remember
is
that
the
too,
most
Jason.
uncomfortable device ever made.
It is.
I disagree, our burger, but
Holding it and using it.
Oh boy,
No, Vectrex. Yeah, that was a console. You're good.
yeah.
They
you're
were
right.
getting people ready for the N64.
Oh wow, they always got to throw
it.
it. They always got to throw a curveball in it.
That was the Nomad, yeah. So I think
But that was the
I-
Nomad, not the Genesis.
I think that Nintendo
Really?
just didn't have that. Like, now, modern days, when people like repaint their Nintendo entertainment centers into beautiful works of art, I think that's cool. But that's not really what Nintendo was thinking. They gave you a gray box. It wasn't. And
Mhm.
we all know what Famicom looked like. Famicom was different. I know that was in the Japanese market, but I just think that for the Americans, Nintendo just was playing it safe with just making it look like just a box.
Well, they
So,
did that on purpose because no stores wanted to buy game systems because Atari killed the market, and so they were done with video games. So they had to come in and say, no, this isn't a game system. This is a entertainment system like a VCR.
Yeah.
What other accessory actively ruined your vision like the Virtual Boy? I don't
Exactly.
know. I don't know. That's a good question.
The Game Boy, maybe, because you couldn't barely
Hey,
see it.
JR says that the Virtual Boy was a console.
There you go.
Well, JR's wrong.
Don't argue with our viewers. Come on now. That's not how we do this here.
That's your opinion.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
use
going
your
to go ahead and end the poll now. Yet again, it looks like Sega has won, I think.
Has
Gentlemen,
Nintendo won any of these?
Nintendo has not won anything. And we're 5 in.
I'm trying to fight for it, Nintendo. I'm sorry.
We're only 5 in. Come on,
We're 5 in. Yeah. Man,
we gotta get hustling on these next
we
ones.
got to get hustling. That you are absolutely
Yeah.
right, good sir.
We're only
You were
halfway
right.
through.
All right, next one in the poll here is the attitude about the company. And what do I mean by that? Your thoughts and feelings on Sega, your thoughts and feelings on Nintendo. Is Nintendo greedy? We all have our opinions on that. Is Sega even
Well, I don't
worse?
think Nintendo's gonna win anything on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Hype.
Sega,
words,
Sega. Like this.
Which one was the better company?
Yes.
This is going to be skewed as hell because Nintendo sued their own freaking like stores that carried their stuff. Hey, don't carry that. You're not allowed to carry so much of this console or so much.
This is running away with it right now.
So many of these games because they're made by this certain company. You need to carry our games and we'll pull our first party games out of your store if you don't follow by our rules and stuff. So they're trying
JJ
to like
is
corner the
correct
market.
with the Greedtendo. That is
Nintendo. James hates everything. Voted for Nintendo. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it looks like even Galaga Guy, before he even gets to talk, is voting for Sega. Go ahead.
That's
Why, James? Come on now. Nintendo is a horrible company when it comes to this stuff. They sue everybody for every little thing. Like YouTubers are getting sued and like doxxed and like removed from YouTube because Nintendo just like wants to be butts about everything. Like their attitude is horrible. Horrible.
I agree with JR's statement. Nintendo had better brand. They embrace retro better than Sega does, or Sega did, really. But when it came,
are you sure? Because they just announced that they're going to come out with all the remakes of all their old games.
That's great. Now, like that, 20 years later. It's like Nintendo is always like, even like on like Game Boy Advance, like they still re-release like NES games on those cartridges for you to play.
They release Star Fox every console.
Oh,
exactly.
I love this comment. Nintendo would send their lawyers to a third world country to sue a kid in the middle of a birthday Nintendo party.
They would.
I'm voting Nintendo too. They put a lot of mishanded stuff to stay alive, but Sega doesn't have a perfect record, and Nintendo survived.
That's a good argument.
That's a good argument.
And to be fair, Sega did have the Sega police go after somebody who bought a prototype of some of their stuff too in a different country. That's recently. So they're not always, but they don't tend to sue YouTubers just for showing one of their games.
Yeah.
Or
James, it's not about business decisions. It's about the attitude of the company. Come on, Nintendo has a worse attitude. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Support
Anyway,
emulation.
Can't afford to sue anybody.
Jeez.
All right. Any final thoughts on this? Because I know this is one of those topics that, like, the attitude about the company. I personally, I think Nintendo's just trying to take care of their stockholders and stuff like that and make money like they always do. I think they crossed the line a lot. So that's my viewpoint.
As far as like Nintendo does Nintendo, but sometimes you're just like, why don't it just, some of their decisions baffle me, and it's like they can come out with a banger game like this Yoshi game that's coming out now. It seems to be like a big hit, and then they'll just sue somebody randomly for mentioning a product that works with their system that they don't want you talking about. Like literally shut down like whole YouTube channels because they don't like it. So
Devastator's going hard.
Yeah.
the stream,
Right, right.
we're probably gonna get banned now.
Yeah,
because
my
we're
AI
running into the polls.
My AI image I created, they're gonna be like license.
Yeah.
Like, don't sue me, sue AI, bro. I didn't draw that.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next one because we have
who won that one? Who won that one?
Oh,
that would be
Sega.
Sega. Yeah,
Okay.
Sega is 5-0 now against
Wow.
Nintendo.
I'm
believe
shocked, to be honest. I thought Nintendo
Yeah.
would be.
All right, next one I think is going to be a good topic. Overall value. When you buy a Sega or you buy a Nintendo, do you feel you're getting the bang for your dollar? You're getting the most you can get.
Are we talking consoles or games?
We're talking consoles. We're talking games. We're talking
accessories.
When you buy something Sega, are you feeling like you're getting the bang for your dollar, or is Nintendo giving you more for less? I want to hear your thoughts on this, chat. Nintendo might win this. Nintendo might win this one.
I think Nintendo should win this because if you think about it, go back to the Tower of Power. Instead of just building a brand new console and actually, embracing a brand new console, they just kept bringing out accessories to throw on top of the old console, but create a brand new game or a brand new cartridge that would only work with that new accessory, but it was connected to the old system, but you couldn't play it without it. I think that's bad.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, clearly you're getting more bang for your dollar when it comes to Nintendo stuff, but then at the same time, it feels like you're also paying more for the name, right? I feel like you're just because it's Nintendo, they can charge a little bit more and you're not going to say anything about it, right? I mean, that's the first thought that comes to my mind is, okay, it's Nintendo. We bought Nintendo well, maybe I bought an alarm clock, this Nintendo thing
I
for
just
$100
seen that at Target today, and I thought of you. I literally just
I mean, I guess for Nintendo, you get more for your dollar. Maybe it's a tough question. So, what do you think,
Sega or Nintendo?
I think Nintendo, in my opinion.
I'm thinking Nintendo just because of, again, the Game Boy had, that lasted for forever, and you could have an original Game Boy, and it still would play games for years on end that came out on it before they got the color.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, the compatibility, and then you had the NES, which had just a ton of games on it. I mean, 700 plus games was on the NES. So if you bought one of those, you had a ton of games on it. The Wii too, later on that came out, the Wii had tons of games on it for cheap. I think that, Sega had its moments, but then again, the Dreamcast, you could pirate. I mean, if you're talking about
that was
you can pirate all those games, not on purpose, but you can technically pirate a lot of the Dreamcast games.
But
overall, I would say,
isn't Sega still making some like? Don't they have a development team still and whatnot? I mean,
they're a software company.
I guess the caveat is that like Mario games, like Nintendo games, do not go down in value. Like they will not make those any cheaper. That's the only thing where it's like, so that makes Sega seem a little bit better because Sega would even now has sales and lets their games go down in price, but Nintendo like holds at that top tier pricing all the time. So that's the only thing that I think kind of gives Sega a little bit of leeway, but overall I think Nintendo wins this.
Okay. Yes, yes, and Sega games are 50% off 30 days in. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Nintendo, so you've been pretty quiet. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I have to agree with what Sheldon was saying. They might cost more, but they keep their value, right? You buy a Nintendo game like first party, and you ain't gonna see a sale 3 3 days later, and your Sonic Racer is going to be, or your Mario Kart ain't going to be the same price as your
I don't get a
Sonic
bad
Racer.
review either.
Yeah. So, as far as like when you buy Nintendo, it's like you said, you buy the Switch. The Switch is like supported for what, 11 years, something crazy. So when you invest into Nintendo, they seem to, as only exception I would say was the Wii U, that kind of like died off pretty quick. I think that's just a
That was
more of a
marketing
fluke.
confusion.
Yeah, that was more of just a fluke, because once we got the Switch, I mean, I still see value in my Switch today, the first gen, So I know people are investing, even though I haven't bought the Switch 2, I know they're going to probably support the Switch 2 probably for another at least 7 years. You know what I mean? I have a feeling.
Yeah.
So I think you get your. I don't think you feel ripped off, or like, that they abandoned you as much as maybe Sega. I feel like there's no way I'm buying a Sonic Racer right off the bat.
You're gonna wait till it's in the clearance bin.
You wait for that sucker to be $20,
Okay.
because you can go in the and you feel bad that but that's just the fact. You're going to be able to get everything, all the DLC in about a year for a reasonable price, and then, but Nintendo, you just buy it and it keeps its value. And now if you bought the Switch 2, it's actually worth more.
Yeah, the Wii U is highly sought after now, and it's been out
now it
for
is
a while.
But
I still have 2 of them.
Yeah, I love my Wii U. So
Dreamcast was amazing.
To Nintendo.
If Dreamcast had been against Nintendo 64, no contest.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Agreed. Completely.
Agreed.
100%.
Completely agree.
But it was the Saturn.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to end this poll because I think Nintendo won. So go ahead.
Breath of the Wild, they're like, hey, you like it on Switch? Well, Switch 2, we can give it to you on Switch 2, backwards compatibility. But make it look better for an extra like $10, $20. Go ahead
$10, yeah.
Give that to us. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make it better for. It's like
60
they even
frames per
sell
second
their old
instead of
game.
30.
Well, Sony did that when it went from PS3 to PS4. They did the same thing. It was like a $5 upgrade.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Nintendo has won their first
Hey,
battle in this
I think
contest.
we're being fair. I think we're being
fair. So they have to win the next 4 to tie with Sega. So let's see what they can do. The next thing on the list, are you guys ready for this? Is the character design itself. Their characters,
oh, this is easy.
Their character design. Who has the better design? Who has the better IPs in that? Who has the better recognition, I guess, is the best way I could say that. So what's your thoughts? What's your feelings? Chaotic, what do you think?
Good Lord, man.
It's a tough one, isn't it? These aren't going to be easy. We know this.
I mean, if you think about how long Nintendo's been in the game and how long, for Mario, for instance, you got from 86 or 84, depending on, what part of the world you lived in, went from an 8-bit sprite to a 16-bit sprite to a 32-bit sprite. His evolution is, but he looked the same, but he looked different. He grew, and of course, more polygons, more whatever you want to call it, you add to it, look cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. So if you think about like Sonic, for instance, Sonic didn't come around till the 16-bit era, and he hasn't changed much. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think about that, like history and evolution, but then again, like just how cool characters looked. Sega had a lot of cool looking characters.
They did. They had.
Golly, man.
Mario is the most recognized IP. I can't argue with that. But I also think that people know who Sonic is too.
Oh yeah,
He's well known. He's unique. He's got the.
These two are in the same game. They have a game they compete against each other. So.
Yeah.
Well, even if you look at even if you look at something like Super Smash Bros, which has
Both.
Nintendo characters and Sega characters, I want to lean more towards Nintendo because it's got more iconic characters. Like if you saw a picture of Kirby, you know who Kirby is. Donkey Kong, you know who Donkey Kong is. Samus, you know who Samus is.
Yeah.
Ganondorf, Link, Zelda. Good Lord, there's so many freaking characters that.
Yeah.
I imagine the next Mario movie could have like 35 different characters, and you'll
Yoshi,
be able to point
Toad,
exactly which one is which.
Princess Peach.
I remember beating Super Mario World, and at the end credits, it would give all the enemies and all the different characters in the game names, so that you would be able to recognize them. Like that's the caterpillar, the Wiggler, and all the Koopa kids and all that. Like I'm gonna say Nintendo here.
Yeah. Okay. Sheldon, what do you think, buddy?
This is tough. Mario, if you look back on how he came to be with, they wanted to distinguish his, his hair. Whenever they just put hair on him, he looks weird, so they had to put a cap on him because the 8-bit era, it's hard to distinguish things within Mario. So it's like, oh, they had to put a hat on him. Well, they had this nose. Well, they didn't. They wanted to distinguish the nose, so they had to put a mustache on him. And then his arms, they wanted to make sure that you could see his arms. Well, there's no way really to do that, so they had to put overalls on him. So a lot of his look came from just kind of needing things to look okay within the game. But that made something like kind of magical within Mario itself because inadvertently he became like this cool character. So that's as far as the history goes. Like I really appreciate Mario, just learning that stuff. But as far as like a character overall, it's like Sonic. He has the attitude. I feel like he has just more going on with him in itself. More powers, I guess you could say that he does. Mario's just he jumps and he hits things on the top of the head, and then they go away, or he grabs them and he throws them. That's kind of what his deal is. Where Sonic turns to a ball, he can jump in the air and then in that ball hit things. I mean, he just seems like a better character overall. I've always been more of a Sonic fan. Like,
let's put the elephant. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, though. Sonic's basically naked.
But he's a hedgehog.
That's true.
Dude, hedgehogs are always naked. I mean,
yes.
Well, so is your dog.
If I had like I like the Sonic movies. I like just Sonic as a character in general. Yeah. I know obviously Mario's more popular. He's got so much more behind him as a character. He's been around longer. But for me personally, I prefer Sonic. That's just me. If I had to choose between one or the other to hang out with on a Saturday afternoon and eat chili dogs, it would be Sonic. It wouldn't be the plumber that can jump. Or someone to save me. I'm like, I want the fastest thing alive to save me. I don't want the guy.
He does have shoes.
They both have
gloves.
And gloves.
They both have gloves.
Gotta go fast. All right.
All right, Jay Pixel, I saw your vote in the chat, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a chance to explain yourself.
Yeah, to counter Sheldon's point a little bit, if you played the Switch, what was the Switch game, Mario? Whatever that one was.
Odyssey?
Odyssey, thank you. See, he got all that power, way more powers with that cap. He could like control a dinosaur. He could
yeah,
do,
but the hat wasn't the hat like something else that, like
you could jump in a boot. There was like a frog, wasn't there? You could be a frog. He just puts on different suits and he can do what Sonic does. So I mean, he got you covered on all. When you talk about powers, he does all kinds of weird stuff. I think Nintendo, like every Nintendo game, just is able to evolve Mario and give him something cool to do almost every game. Sonic, yes, he does run fast, and I agree. I totally love. Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic. I think I prefer the Sonic movies over the Mario ones. But as far as this, like, just being able to just constantly come up with something cool to do, even with that new Yoshi game that just came out, people are loving that. They're just They're able to Yoshi itself just coming up with Yoshi.
Oh,
That's
case
it.
closed.
That's
Case
it, gotta
closed.
figure it
We're
out.
done.
Okay, we're done. Yeah, that's it. No,
Uh,
I'm gonna have to go Mario on this one. So Nintendo.
All right, here's my 2 cents. Okay, to go back what Galaga guy was saying, I think Sonic relates more to teenagers, to the
Yeah,
generation that we
somebody
grew
said
up
that
in
too.
when Sonic was big. You know, the late '80s, '90s. He was the cool guy. Okay, Mario was just a plumber. He was just somebody that just did something for a living. Sonic actually was the cool guy. Yeah. Well,
Okay. Yeah.
I
Go
would
ahead, sorry.
rather I would be more of a fan of Sonic in that regard than I would be Mario. But I know how people view this because they're looking at development, they're looking at all of it. I have to go with Sonic on this one. So
And to James's points here, he says Sonic doesn't do anything but run and jump and get into a ball. Mario grows, shrinks, shoots fires, flies, swims, becomes frog, elephant, rides dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. But if you took Sonic and you put him in Mario's world, Sonic would be able to do exactly the same things. But if you took Mario
Yes,
and put him in Sonic's
that's
world,
hilarious.
Mario would not be able to do
Sonic's
that.
all natural. Love it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Galaga guy.
That was funny. He had to take drugs.
Yeah, I mean, if Sonic had the same mushrooms and whatever else to eat to do that stuff, he could. But it's like, no, he already has these powers without any of that stuff.
He's got his rings. That's all he's got.
Yeah, he's got rings.
He loves money and chili dogs.
Yes.
Mario
Where'd
loves.
the chili
Fastest
dog come
thing
from?
alive.
Why do you like eat
Actually,
chili dogs?
no, the chili dog came from the comics,
Comics,
remember
and
the
then they
chili
brought
dog.
it into the movies.
and then when
Did
they
they?
brought it into the cartoon, the animated series.
James, we're not
Okay.
talking about games. We're talking about characters. Come on, get on the subject here. Who's a better character overall? If Mario didn't have all these drugs he was taking, he'd just be a plumber.
Eating
You think about it, it
mushrooms.
is he does drugs. he gets
Now-
high.
What's
Think about
crazy is
this
in the Mar-
Galaga
I
guy.
was going to play a game, but I got high.
Think about this Galaga guy. He is really the Super Saiyan of the gaming world. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Sonic Sonic
But-
grows
No, I
and
hate
develops.
anime.
gotta be-
If you
we
say
gotta be
that, I
fair,
don't even
though.
like Sonic.
We gotta be fair though, because Sonic becomes Super Sonic because of the
Dr. Mario
power
is a
emeralds,
pill
right? So if we're gonna say Mario shouldn't have the extra stuff to become Mario, then we can't say Sonic has all the extra stuff to become Super Sonic. That's a
You guys are
So-
killing it in chat. Yeah.
You
So
guys are
one thing-
rocking.
So one thing that bothered me was I don't remember, like in the Mario movie, I don't remember Mario hating mushrooms.
In the movie, he did that.
I
Yeah,
know,
in the-
but I'm
in
saying
the
like
new movie,
in,
yeah.
in any of the like comics, animated series, everything. Like I don't remember him ever hating mushrooms.
No, yeah, the movie that
And
was
plus,
a.
he's an Italian plumber. He's like, that's part of your deal. Like you
I don't like
or-
mushrooms either, but he was just
Mm.
like. I thought it was a cool twist, but yeah, you're right. And I remember Bumblebee not being able to speak until the freaking movies.
Yeah, that too.
So the
Well, I
movies
think
always
it's pretty
kinda
clear that
put their own crap in
Nintendo
there.
has won this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll
Yeah.
there. Nintendo has
Well,
won another
Nintendo's
one.
coming back.
They're
Nintendo
coming
is
back,
coming
people.
back.
You guys are saving Nintendo.
I thought when you said you wanted to do this, I thought it'd just be like cut and dry. People are just like one or the other, but you're right. It's pretty good.
There you go, Victoria, that's right.
I have to give this to Galaga Guy. This was Galaga Guy's idea, so we're gonna give the credit where the credit's due, Mr. Galaga Guy. This was your baby, and we just nourished it and made it something great, right?
Yeah, thank you. I just came up with a bunch of stuff while I was drinking. It's great.
Bowser would kill Eggman.
Oh,
Do you
man.
think Bowser would kill Eggman?
Yeah.
Well, what are we talking now? Is it just like they're in a ring and it's Bowser and Eggman? Like,
yeah,
the fight
Bowser
between
in
the-
that
they-
regard.
Ray Delatero
Like-
says that he doesn't know if they win between Sonic and Mario, but he knows Bowser would kill Eggman. So
Yeah. All right. We're going to go back to something that I think is good. And Jay, you need to get these videos going because we're talking about marketing. Let's see here. Where are you?
Oh,
Where are
this
you
is
there?
easy. Easy.
Marketing.
This one's
Who won
so
the
easy.
marketing battle between Nintendo and Sega? Go ahead and I'll remove this if you want to bring up your slide. Looky there.
Just an example. I won't play the sound, but just an example of one of the.
Who won the marketing of their products? Who made when you thought of marketing, who did you think of? So
Sega had that attitude, man. It made every kid just want everything Sega.
Sega.
Sega
Yep.
does
That was
what
so
Nintendo
iconic.
don't. We all know it. We all know that motto. So
the only time Nintendo got cool was, I remember their Super Metroid commercial where they had like the big like Rottweiler dog or Doberman or whatever. It was like mean as hell, had spike collar. They put him behind like a science, like a door, and it was like a science facility. And then like they were showing like clips of Super Metroid and whatever, and then like the dog came out and ended up being like a little tiny chihuahua with giant eyes.
Yep. Let's see it. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you
That
go.
is a Doberman.
Doberman, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is one
Not
of the
even a
classic commercials
competition.
I remember. Yeah.
Right now, it doesn't look like Nintendo is winning this one.
No, Sega
we haven't
has
even got
no.
This was probably a response from because of Sega.
Yeah. This is one of the commercials that was like, okay, we got to try to match the energy that's that Sega has. That's why they had the best play here. That's when they started that motto, because Sega was always Sega, welcome to the next level. Nintendo, Sega do, Nintendo.
But
I remember
Deb says everything had to vote for Nintendo. He can't let it go. He can't let.
He just has to go against the grain on everything. He's like him and
Now
Joe
you're
Cage
playing-
should just have a show.
Yeah. Now you're playing with Power with Paul Rudd. That's another classic too from Nintendo.
Yeah, there it is.
And I love how Paul Rudd came back and did a.
He
Switch
did
2
it.
commercial.
He redid it.
Yeah.
Look
See,
at that.
this is good times too, man. Like, this is some of the best commercials for them. But again, Sega over and over and over again, even in like Game Informer magazines and was it Game Pro, Electronic Gaming Monthly, like Sega had the best like one-page ads inside them.
Yeah, but Sega started it all.
Oh yeah, I remember their ads for Booger Man.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
I still remember Nintendo's ad for Wario Land, because it was some guy eating spaghetti and he exploded at the end of it because he ate too much spaghetti. It terrified me as a child. I was worried if I ate too much spaghetti, I would explode. I was literally terrified. Like that commercial scared me.
This one was the one that stuck with me. Was the
yes, this guy.
This one.
Hey, I love that guy.
That Ethan, I forget his
name. My name is
Surpley.
Earl. And...
Yeah, he wanted color on his Game Boy, so he hit himself in the head with a dead squirrel.
So that guy's a bodybuilder now. Like, he's in amazing shape.
Look at that! Look at that Game Gear, man. God.
Yeah, this was the ad. It just cracked me up. That's what he did. He hit himself in the head with a dead squirrel.
Never will.
That was the kind of stuff they did back then. It was just like crazy.
The worst Nintendo commercial ever was the original Legend of Zelda commercial with the Zelda rap.
Oh.
Octorocks. Something about Octorocks, and I don't know. They try to name all the characters from the game.
Oh man,
what was the spaghetti one that you were saying? Who did that?
That was Wario Land, I think, for Nintendo. I don't know if it was Game Boy or what it was.
I think
it was Wario Land.
I think it was Game Boy.
Yeah, and like the guy was eating a bunch of food, and then like at the end of the commercial, he explode. Like it doesn't show him exploding, but like it implies he exploded, and like spaghetti hits the game, and it
Yeah,
terrified me as a
I remember
child.
that. I remember
Yeah.
that. Well,
I'm trying to
it's not
remember
looking
it.
good for Nintendo, boys. It's not looking
Really?
good for. I mean, look at it. I mean, the chat needs to vote. I mean, who?
I remember the Wario one where he's trying to hypnotize you with his golden coin. That was the Game Boy Wario Land 3, but that was nothing like special.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out the Console Wars doc on Netflix, I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I remembered what about the Super Smash Bros. Commercial for Nintendo, where you had people dressed up in
No, it's
characters.
me and you.
yeah. Characters just doing that. Yeah, and then
Happy
they're beating the shit out of each other.
together. Yes.
That was good.
yeah, they leaned into the Gen X mindset for sure. That Sega definitely knew what was going to help them sell some consoles in that regard. So, all right, you got anything else for us to see, Jay? I'm giving them plenty of time, but go check
I'm
these
trying
out.
to find that spaghetti ad, but I'm not.
Not having any luck.
No, there's just ads for spaghetti with Nintendo.
Yeah,
Big
I
deal.
will find it one day.
I remember it now that you mentioned it, but
Yeah, I'm trying to find it too. I'm like, where is this at?
Wow, look at that.
I remember. Oh yeah, you bought a Super Nintendo and then you mailed off. They'll give you the Super Mario All Stars for free.
Yeah,
I remember that was Nintendo's way of fighting back against Genesis.
Yep. Well, I think unfortunately Sega has won this.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean,
fortunately,
we're hoping that Nintendo could bounce back, but I mean, they're not having much luck.
That was that. And then
good lord. Nintendo, what the hell?
Yeah, Nintendo.
There's the cereal. And then Sega was this is their for the CD, Sega CD.
Oh yeah.
Talking smack to you on a TV. Oh yeah, cool. Are you ready? This is what happened when you play the Sega CD right here. Your face melted off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to end this poll because unfortunately, Nintendo did not win this one. Sorry, Nintendo. We tried. We tried really hard. You were bouncing back, Nintendo.
You did.
You were bouncing back.
The ad was so good it blew Galga guy away.
Oh man, how do you eat some spaghetti? Sorry, I tried to. I had to. I'm kind of running back and forth here a little bit, so sorry about that.
No, you're good. So the next one, we're in number 9.
All right, got 2 more.
5
minutes. Let's do it.
Yeah. This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be quick. So type 1 for Sega, 2 for Nintendo. Business decisions. So what I meant by this,
so easy.
Oh my gosh.
Business.
Who's still around?
Who's still around?
Okay,
who's still making the stuff? Who's still getting your money every day?
I mean, they're both still around. To be fair.
To be fair.
One's still in the arcades.
Sorry.
I hope Nintendo doesn't see this and gets their feelings hurt. We'll never see these guys again.
I'm not me.
Oh, man. Well, I think Nintendo won that one.
Hey, I got Nintendo playing in the background, so.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Just call it early. Nintendo won business. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's pretty
cut and dry. I don't think we can argue for Sega on this one, can we? But
are they? Come
No,
on.
he's gonna
James
vote for
gonna-
vote for Sega, right?
Jeez.
like everything James has to fight us on. He's like, no Sega,
know.
better choices.
Better choices. Well,
They
Boys,
got
I
out
think
the
I'm
hardware
gonna-
game. They went software. They're making pure money.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
And they're
Well,
both still around, which is good.
I'm gonna give it to Nintendo because nobody has voted for Sega, and we've been talking for like 2 minutes about this. So I think
think it's
Nintendo
good.
has won this
I
one
don't
well.
think-
I think we could cut this. I think we can cut this one pretty quick.
Yeah, Devastator Omega, I totally agree with your comment.
So yeah. All right. Last but surely not least, we're gonna talk about the failed products. Who
Who had the best failed product?
no, who the best way that I could say this, I guess, is out of both the products that didn't succeed for each company, which one is still your favorite now? Like, which one would you you venture to say this really wasn't a failure per se? You know what I mean?
Despite their failures, they continued on. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, yeah. What they continued on with their failures, and obviously Sega.
Wait, or which one was the
Oh,
biggest
no,
failure?
like, Sega still exists, so technically, with all their failures, they're still
They're
scaling
still around.
They're actually
That was the
starting
first
to, like,
stage
climb out of
Sega
it.
still around.
Show the slide. Show the slide. Come on. You gotta know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Failed products.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't understand. Are you saying it's the best failed product?
that's when I came up with this, it was like what's in my mind. Like you had the Virtual Boy and you had the Sega Saturn. Both of them were considered flops. Like they were considered like failures. But Nintendo bounced back, and Sega came out with the Dreamcast. So which one fared well from their failure? Obviously, there was no more development put into Virtual Boy in any way, shape, or form until the re-release of their accessory recently. But
No,
what
no,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think Sega bounced back a little bit better from Saturn's failure. Was my point, but
Nintendo takes technology that they even on failures and tends to put it into other products that later on succeeded. The technology in the Virtual Boy went into the 3DS because they came out with the 3D. They used that technology for the 3DS, even, you know what I mean? And then the technology from the Power Glove became the Wiimote. So they even take the stuff that you seem like crap. They tend to just keep at it, and then they make it into something viable. So, but like you said, the Saturn we got the Dreamcast, but I don't know. I don't understand which one is the better failure. I don't know.
I guess Nintendo fails upward. Who took that failure and turned it into something? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whoever
Nintendo
like
learn from
said,
it. Learn
from
from
it. So Nintendo, like you said, went into the 3DS and the 2DS and didn't pursue a virtual simulation like they were trying to do with the Virtual Boy. Saturn, what did they learn from Saturn that went into the Dreamcast?
They just gave up and just made a better.
They gave
console,
up and started again. They didn't learn from that mistake, and then the Dreamcast didn't succeed, did it? To some extent, right? It was the kind of the.
I wouldn't call it a success.
How'd it go?
He must have hit a button. This is a dumb question, Todd. Really?
No, I don't think it's a dumb question. I think that I don't
Not the
know,
Power
like,
Pad, the Power Glove.
So you're saying which one was the bigger failure of the two, you think, or which one is succeeded besides failed products? I guess is my.
I think which one succeeded, even though their product completely failed, and obviously
Well,
Sega.
it had to be Nintendo. I mean, the Virtual Boy, it failed. The Wii U absolutely just was terrible. It was awful. Now, if you're looking at these two, I would say Sega, because Sega put a lot more, obviously, into the hardware and promotion of Sega Saturn versus the Virtual Boy, in my mind, because Virtual Boy only had 8 games. So I was 8 games or something like that. It's close to 8 games. It was not very many games. So it's like they didn't put a ton of effort into the Virtual Boy. So
But
between
that's
these
why we
two,
got
I'd say-
Mario Tennis too, though.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Launch of Mario
Um,
Tennis.
So between these two, I'd say probably Sega Saturn would be a bigger failure since it didn't last. The Virtual Boy didn't seem to have too much going for it. But overall, yeah, I think that Nintendo does better with their failed products than Sega did, because Sega's like, hey, let's make a Dreamcast that you could pirate easily and then kind of die off after that as far as hardware. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process. Even though I wonder if you compared the Wii U's like failure to like the Dreamcast failure, like how
Yeah, that would
with
probably
the
be
money, like, because the Wii was huge, and I think they banked a lot on Wii U. Like, oh, people are gonna still want the same thing, and then the Wii U kind of confused people, and it wasn't really much of an upgrade, and they just like died.
But then they turned it into the Switch.
Yeah, which is what people wanted. That's what I thought it was. It's like, oh, I could play on my console or I could play on this pad, which is awesome. And then it's like, oh, that wasn't really what it was. It kind of was, but kind of wasn't, and
Mhm.
it was kind of confusing. So I don't know which was a bigger failure between the two technically, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was
true too.
thinking,
Nintendo didn't screw Sony. Sega would be around.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody. People underestimated how pissed off Sony was.
Yeah.
Well,
So I wonder why Sony didn't go to Sega and be like, hey, you're already making consoles. We tried to do this with Nintendo.
Yeah,
They
let's-
wouldn't do
They
it.
did. I guess they were.
Oh, they
for
did?
A hot
Okay.
minute. Yeah, and Sega said they didn't want nothing to do with it.
How? Again, those business choices are not great on Sega's side of
So Sony's like, okay, you guys don't want nothing to do with us.
yeah.
not
And guess
great.
what?
Now,
They're stomping both of them right now.
yeah.
Yep.
Now it's like we put our games on your console, the one that yeah.
Well, so right now, as it stands, because obviously this is very lopsided thing, and I know I wasn't trying to make it confusing, but trying to find 10 categories, this was kind of the last thought that kind of popped in my mind. But Nintendo
It's
has
been
won
great.
this, so Sega has won just by one category.
There it is.
6 categories they won, and 4 categories Nintendo won. So do we say that Sega is the champion? Can we say they won by one? They won by one category.
Based off of history, they should still be, still be out there with hardware, but they just made some bad decisions.
Sean said something. He said Rob the Robot was a complete failure. No, it wasn't. Rob the Robot was one goal was to get it into stores.
Yep.
And that's why it was a Nintendo Entertainment System. That was part of the system. And then once it got in, then it's like, all right, we don't need you anymore. And then it went gangbusters. The whole point of the robot was to sell to retail and say this is a complete system. And then because they didn't want anything to do with video games, you gotta understand, Nintendo had to get into the U.S. market by sneaking in some, like, if you go in the history of Nintendo and how they got into the American market, they had to trick. That's why it looked like a VCR. They had to look like something that didn't look like a game system. So it did its job, and then it didn't need it anymore. Now it's in Smash Brothers. So I guess there you go.
One of the best fighting games ever.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's
Sega got
like,
the
"Don't
last
talk
yard
about
and the touchdown with the arcade cabinets. Why not? Why now, Nintendo?
That's
What
what's
now?
coming out.
What
coming out with
now?
a cab? Nintendo.
All right, Chaotic. What's your final thoughts on Sega winning this by just one category?
By just one category.
Just by one.
Okay. I mean, look, like there's a lot of Sega Sega decisions that ended up biting them in the ass and not working out, or it not appealing to people like they were hoping it would.
Todd wants Nintendo to win so badly. Wow.
Which one did you see the question? Did you read the rest of it?
Todd wants Nintendo to win so badly. The next question is, which company has more N's in the name?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Chaotic. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're good.
My fault.
So Nintendo, of course, like James says, made better decisions in the long run and stuck to their guns on a lot of things. They also played it. To me, they played it safe a lot of times too. I mean, look at the Switch 2. They could have tried and done something completely innovative like they did when the Wii first came out, compared to what was before the Wii, which was the GameCube, right? They could have tried
first console with a 2 in it too.
Right. Then, and we're used to Nintendo just like totally their next console just doing something completely crazy, right? Or something totally new. And we feel like they played it safe. But then again, if you look at the past, there's a lot of stuff that they played safe. They stuck with their IPs and continued doing stuff with certain IPs that sold really well. They have a first party library that they can continuously port from console to console to console, with new games and whatnot. There's a couple things that Sega could have done, I think, and it would have worked out better. Like Dreamcast to me was before its time. And I think if that came out like a year or two later and actually got cooked a little bit better, I think that would have probably not killed PlayStation, but gave it a run for its money. And definitely Nintendo would have damn tore up Nintendo as well.
If it would have had where they couldn't pirate it and it had a DVD player in it, I think they would have came out on top. That was the two things.
Yep.
Yeah, because it had online before Xbox.
Yeah.
It had a version of Windows with Windows CE on there.
Yeah.
It just needed that DVD drive, and it probably would have tore ass against everything else. But because the games were so good on it, and who remembers Sega Bass Fishing? That thing was so fun. But
you and your fishing games, man.
I loved it, man. It made me love fishing games again.
I remember playing Crazy Taxi on it. I was like, this is amazing. Like, how?
Yeah, Crazy Taxi was amazing, and the football games, like sports games, were amazing.
2K started from the Dreamcast. The reason why 2K exists is because
exactly. Even Resident Evil Code Veronica was that was an amazing game as well. To me, that was like the most next generation Resident Evil game ever made.
What was the Sonic games on there? That's the first 3D Sonic too, right?
Sonic Adventure.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Yeah. I remember seeing that at GameStop. I was just blown away. I was like, whoa.
I played Sonic Adventure 2 like to this day. Like, I love that game. It was such a good game.
Yeah. And Saturn had the best arcade ported fighting games. Period.
Virtual Fighter. Yep.
Virtual Fighter, Darkstalkers.
What?
Street Fighter. Street Fighter Alpha. Street Fighter Alpha series. All that kind of stuff. Like it. Everything played almost.
Right, I'm leaving the show now.
Almost a perfect port for all the arcade titles.
All right.
That puts hashtag Transformers. Todd's buying the Transformers. That's what this is about.
No.
All 32 of you.
We're giving away tonight in honor of Sega winning is you get to choose, okay? For those that love Transformers, you get to choose either the Decepticon sign, which is a metal 8x11 sign, or gentlemen, you get to pick, where is it? Go back to it. The Autobots sign.
Roll out. Ooh, that's
your choice. You can pick the Decepticons or the Autobots. Have to be in the 48 states, coming from Amazon. To be honest, it's only $12, but I wanted to give away in honor of Transformers getting announced and shown off today. So 48
Right.
states, no PO boxes, please. Your choice, either Autobots or the Decepticons.
Decepticon. Real quick, while we wait for that, Brian, what did you think of the Transformers announcement today?
I haven't really gotten the chance to look at it other than Vic VP's shorts.
Yeah, Vic VP's been killing it.
Yep.
That I was disappointed to see that they cut the Optimus Prime transforming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess the mech was going to be too expensive for them to do it, so they just
Too complicated.
left them the way it
They said,
is. Yeah. So I thought that
good
was a
job,
big
James.
disappointment.
Good job.
But other than that, the game looks like it plays fast and it looks fun. It looks fast and fun, so I can't wait to get my hands on it at Southern Fried.
Same here.
So I don't know if you heard, but a couple of unique things they're doing with this. They're going to have a coin system, like a Cybertron coin, that if you collect them, and then you can open up different modes with the code. And it also has a 2-player mode. One person picks one flipper, other picks another, and they also have a training mode.
Dope.
He's gonna be like, "Look at this coin! Do you know what this coin is?
You know what this
You know
is?
what this coin
it's
is?
digital. It's digital. It's gonna have in your Insider Connect.
Oh, so it's not gonna be like Safecracker where you actually
No,
Yeah.
dude, you know I'd flip out if
Yeah.
I was doing that.
Uh,
You know what this means?
That was
I
was
know what
2
this
minutes of our
means.
lives we'll never get back again. He kept saying it. Do you know what this
this
coin is?
means?
Like, no. Do you know what this is?
I got it. I
No.
want it. Ah,
Look
come
at
on.
it.
So,
Okay, what is this?
so James, I guarantee you, a third party company out there has already got a new mech for it, kind of like they did with Godzilla, where in the actual Stern version he's like way too green,
Yeah,
mhm.
they made
And,
a better version of them.
and then they so a third party like repainted them, whatever, charged like $500 for them. So I imagine
Oh,
somebody's
this is
gonna
gonna
do
be
something similar.
completely moddable. But they
Oh, yeah.
got the touch. They got the song.
They got the song in it.
They got the song, dude. They got it.
All right,
yes.
so Gallagher guy, you're buying it. You said
Made
you
on
would.
Turtles.
You said you would.
I
You said
didn't
if it's
know.
got
I
the
said-
touch, you're buying it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have the touch. I have my.
Oh,
my
and
I don't have the funds.
For the fun.
I don't have the fun. I don't have the
Soundwave
touch
is
with
a
with my-
is a ball lock, and he kicks
Oh
out
yeah,
balls
okay, I figured that. Yep.
on the premium at least.
So his cassette bay door opens up
Yes.
and
Yeah,
throws
it
out,
shoots
throws
them out.
balls. Yeah, I
Yep.
saw that. I was like,
I
holy
was like,
shit.
that's amazing. Grimlock doesn't do anything. That's unfortunate.
I'm,
They
uh,
could have
Hey,
made him a ball lock. Grimlock.
That's okay.
Chaotic, are you getting turtles?
what
Are you
about
getting Turtles,
Megatron?
Chaotic?
Am I?
Megatron shoots it out of his cannon. He shoots
He
the
does
ball.
shoot it out of
And
cannon.
it flies
Yeah.
over the table and lands on a ramp.
What?
It's
Yes.
got like about that
Dude,
far.
and from
It's
what I'm
crazy.
hearing, when you look at it, Megatron's huge when you're looking at it.
Yeah, I did see the short. And I was like, dang. he
It's
looks
going to
lot
be a
bigger
perfect
than the
10.
pictures.
Perfect 10 out of 10. yeah.
Perfect 10.
7 out of
10 out
10.
of 10.
All right, guys,
Highly
we've been
recommend.
talking for 2.5 hours.
Hashtag
JJ
winning.
has got his there. Come on, let's get to 15. I just need one more person.
One more person, guys. It's always gangsters in
Decepticons
New
are the
York, where I
notorious
grew
gang
up.
in New York when I was still growing up. Oh, all right.
Rough neighborhood.
JJ, you can't go twice, buddy. Come on now.
He can, but he ain't gonna
He's
hurt
trying.
nobody.
He's like,
He's trying. He's trying.
He's trying to get you to 15, so you roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still debating on turtles though. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I have the room for it, and
I
know.
don't have the
I
room
debate.
for it. I'm just gonna wait till it gets here so I can figure that shit out.
Who needs a bed to sleep
When did
in?
that stop you,
Who
Gal?
needs that kind of stuff?
How has that
Nobody.
stopped you before?
I'm like,
That's not-
That's
I got
true.
what from October to December to decide if I can
Oh,
just
you're
like
fine,
throw out
JJ.
some
We're just
furniture.
giving you a
We're
hard
just
time,
messing.
buddy. We appreciate you. Oh, there we go.
There we
Fireside.
go.
All right, here we go.
Just
We're
buy a
gonna
bigger
do all-
house. I'll just buy a bigger house.
Who needs?
That's what you
space?
did last time.
Just
Who
buy
needs
buy
space?
a shed in the backyard.
Who's gonna win this? Who?
Come on,
Who?
come on, come on! Big money, big money!
John?
Hey!
Good job, John.
John's
Buddy.
on a roll.
John is on a roll. Tell me in the chat if you want the Decepticons or the
Autobots.
Autobots.
Let me know, and I think I
Roll
still have your
Roll
address,
out.
but you know where to message me to. Are you
Defender of
team
John, too, I
Autobots
think
or you
that-
team Decepticons? I need to know.
I need to know.
And John too, I think you want something on my show. You haven't reached out yet. But reach out to me on Discord if you can, and I'm more than happy to give that to you.
All right, John, come on. Where are you, buddy?
There he
in
is. He's
there.
an Autobot.
This is
Autobot.
Autobots.
All right. All
Something
right.
about the red sign. I like it too.
I like them both. But yeah.
Mike
Can't go wrong with
Hawkhearts is
Autobots.
here.
Good to see you, buddy. Hope you watch the replay. Give us a like. All right, boys. We're trying to get to 1,000. You think we're going to get there? We got
Yes, we are. We
We're
are going
gonna
to do
get there.
this.
I'm
Yes.
going to make it happen, right?
We're giving you guys more content on Wednesdays now, guys. We're
Get the
trying.
GoBot side. Oh,
Get the
boy.
GoBot side.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So giving y'all more content. Huge giveaway planned at 1,000. So get us there, guys. Call your friends, call your neighbors, call your relatives. Say subscribe to Arcades Anonymous.
Yes,
They're the coolest. They're the coolest around.
Get us to 1,000, and you're going to be really shocked about all the giveaways.
we
Man.
have people lined up to give you guys stuff. We just
Yeah.
need to get
Wait.
there.
Yeah, we have other channels
you-
that want to participate and help out. We got other people in the chat right now that want to help out.
More stock jock, and you'll get to 1,000. Really?
We got Stock Jack. You
We-
have Stock Jack right
You have
before
Stock
us. You
Jack
get
at
Right
plenty of-
before us.
Yes, you have a whole hour of Stock Jack. We're all on the same channel. All we
Yeah.
need.
You get
Is to
you
get
get
you
two
guys-
shows for the price of one.
Yes.
Okay.
Call
That's
your
what you get with
senator.
The
Arcades
value, as Nostalgia would
Yes.
say, the value.
Think about
It's
you're
doubled.
getting more content every day from
Yeah.
us.
We let Stock Jack talk even more. It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yep.
It's absolutely insane. All right, boys. Final thoughts. When are
More
we going to
cowbell.
see you
Gotcha.
next?
Thanks, Sean. You're the real one.
So I just realized that Monday is Memorial Day. So I'm thinking we might take that off.
Okay. I'm okay with that if you really want to do that.
Well, I just realized that I have a family and they like to talk to me and crap.
They like to talk to you? Really? No.
And then my wife's like, they're always gonna watch anyway. I'm like, you don't know our audience. They hate it when we take breaks.
Still need more.
I know,
Also,
you-
more cowbell.
You take a break and it's like you pay for it. Like for a few weeks you pay for it whenever you take a break. It's like
Yeah.
okay, and
Yeah,
then
it's
it gets
they
caught
forget
back
about
up.
you.
But
Yeah.
Trust me,
Yeah.
I am still sitting on like 9 produced videos I still need to put out. And I don't have time.
Right.
All right. So you won't see Jay and me on Monday, but you'll see me, just Todd, on Tuesday.
Just Todd on Tuesday. I might
Just Todd on Tuesday.
see if I can pop in there. Let's see. We did on Wednesday or yesterday. So
You could bring in Wild Bill. He'd be good for about 300 more subs. Yeah.
we get Wild Bill.
We can get Wild
Wild
Bill.
Bill.
Wild Bill can
Yeah.
come on here. Thanks, guys. Had a great time. Learned more about Nintendo and Sega.
Good.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the
Good.
show. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Chaotic, are we
Right.
seeing you Thursday?
I know what would get us more views. Cornercade.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No, we're not going that route. We're not going that.
Hashtag
Hashtag winning.
winning.
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag 4-inch.
You can have
No,
a-
he's
I'd
10
love
out of
to have
10.
him on about debating what an XL is versus a average size Nintendo cab. I'd debate him
Thank
on
you,
that.
Ray. Appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah.
I drink to that.
No.
Ray
We're gonna see you
Dellatore. You're
Thursday?
amazing.
We're going to see you Thursday?
Oh yes, so tomorrow, yes, I will be back with Yo Retro. Me and 6, half a dozen. We're gonna be talking about.
You tell Six we missed him. I love him.
Yeah.
I love his opinions, man. I really do.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
So
it.
yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow doing Magic Castle EM Plus,
Wow.
So that 10
That just rolls off the tongue.
And
it
and
sounds
then I'm
like a
gonna
winner.
try to convince them to get the Turtles pinball. So we'll see.
Do you need help? Do you need me to come on and help you with the convincing him, or I can do it from chat too?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how hard it is to convince the man to spend a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
That
love it
sounds-
when he razzes you for your ratings.
What the hell, man?
All right, Gallagher guy, are we seeing you Friday?
Yes, and I'm debating on what to do for the show. I may actually do a whole show about home arcade stuff, which I haven't.
Wow.
What?
I don't talk about I don't talk about home arcade on my show, and I'm like, you know what? There's been so much stuff. I might actually talk about it for a little
we
bit.
could do a deep dive into the Sonic Cap. That right
There
there
you
is
go.
10 hours.
So we're not going to get a hot take part 3.
Oh,
He's got to
that's
space it
coming.
out.
That's coming.
Okay.
That's like
okay.
once a
I didn't know
month
if you're
I'm
going to do
gonna
the whole
hot takes.
series back to back to
That's
back.
like
or
once a
you-
month thing, kind of like what we do with
Yeah.
Deal and
Yeah.
No Deal. Well,
That was,
shout-
that was fun.
Can I point out his shirt? I'm digging Galga guy's shirt right now.
Big League
Oh.
Chew?
Yes,
Big league
Look
look
at
at
that.
his shirt.
Dude,
I'm like,
classic.
there you
Yeah.
go. Move the mic. There you go. There it is.
Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Dude,
Beautiful.
talk about 80s, back in the 80s watching cartoons and then watching the commercials. That was the commercial.
Yep. Is
Yeah.
PD7 a member? He is part of Arcades Anonymous. He was part of one of the original members. Sometimes he comes on. I'm not saying he hadn't been on in a while, but he's always
loves to
welcome
hang
if he
out.
wants to pop in. He doesn't do
He's
a lot
a-
of lives.
He's a, what do you call it? Alumni.
Yeah, he is an alumni, and he doesn't do a lot of lives now. He does a lot more
He's-
of his.
He's
his
in the
content.
He is
AA,
out
he is in
walking
the
and
AA Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
he
you
is.
go. All righty.
Like Saturday Night Live, they'll come back eventually.
Yep. Is a special attraction, kind of like
Brock Lesnar.
yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Almost 2.5 hours, but we had to cover Sega and Nintendo. We had to give them their chops and make sure that they were right up. We appreciate all of you guys. Check us out next week. Wrecking Crew's coming back next week, and then we're coming back as well. Don't know what we're going to talk about. We got a week to plan this out, boys. What are we going to? Any thoughts on what you want to do? We want to deep dive into the.
I have an idea. I have a huge idea.
Well, you're gonna have to keep that to yourself. It's an illusion.
I have an idea.
It's an illusion. Thank you to all that watched and checked us out tonight. If you're watching the replay, hit that like. If you're first time watching us, subscribe, because we're gonna do a massive 1K show. Everybody's gonna be on that one. It's gonna be 10 hours long. It's gonna be a wonderful show. You just can't wait.
I do have an idea after we go offline.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
Missing the
discuss.
Wrecking Queue this week. 8 p.m. is early. Yes, it is. It
Well,
is
you
early.
can, the reruns, you can watch the
Yeah.
replay.
You watch the replay, hit that like at the same time. It works. It works.
Yep.
Have to check out the replay for sure. Yeah, when he does the Simpsons, when PD7 does the gaming streams, those are pretty awesome. So check all of those out. We're gonna go out the door because we gotta cut the lights off. We gotta make sure everything's good. So we'll see y'all next week. Have
See
a
you guys.
fantastic rest of your week. Go watch some Transformer Stern videos. That'll get you in the mood for
Get you
this
hype.
weekend.
Get you
There you
hype.
go. There you go. All right, we're out. See y'all later. I'm hitting the button now.
You
Now.
got the touch.
You got the
You got